What's going on? It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
And I am your boy, R.O.
It's your boy, TJ, the mayor.
And it's Mikey Shu.
And this is Beyond the Tracks podcast.
Your podcaster's favorite podcast. Gentlemen, we up in this mother again.
One more
again.
You're not going to cuss tonight?
There's going to be a lot of cussing.
Oh,
Somebody's got to do that.
There's going to be a lot of cussing going on. Hey, I got something to say today.
Okay.
All right.
You coming up in here with your Detroit fit on, looking angry.
Don't
sounds
fucking worry about what the fuck I got going. Hey, so how y'all doing today, man? How's everybody's day going, man?
Good, bro.
What you got going on, R.O.?
Chilling, bro. Same old, man.
I like your attire.
Man, ditto.
Yeah.
Yours too, bro.
Yeah, maybe we should have sent out a memo, you know? We got to start putting
Great minds think alike.
Well, we got to start putting up on the calendar what we're wearing on what potting day.
He said great minds think alike, and he's true because me and Mike, we
y'all
came
got
right.
the gray, you know what I mean?
The gray and the black.
Yeah, he's got.
We gangster.
If you look over at DJ Big Mike, he's got the logo on.
Always.
You know?
Always.
And then you look over at Mikey, and he's got the logo on. Show him the logo one time. Show him the one.
I don't even know which way I'm going.
Just show him the logo one time. It's the motherfucking 8.
And then I had to wear that Justed Health.
Yeah,
Shout out Dr. Derek over there.
I like that. That's dope. Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
Only chiropractor I trust.
I need one.
And that's a plug, but it's a true plug.
Yeah, I need one. We got to talk.
That's somebody that you have to trust, though, right? Like, you should probably trust your chiropractor.
Oh yeah, man. When he grabs the neck,
The
I
neck.
was always worried about that
Yes.
until I went to him.
Say you can't get no bootleg chiropractor?
No, man.
You can't go get the deal?
No, because when he
might
hit,
not walk out.
when you laying there on your back and he gives that neck a, and you hear and feel cracks from your neck all the way down the bottom of your, hey, it's a fucked up feeling. You got to think about it.
about it.
Listen,
You know, Muslim wrong?
you're
No, I've never been to a chiropractor.
no,
Ever.
Oh, you feel amazing afterwards, but it is a little bit scary if you're tense. The first time, I went, soon as my neck got juked, I was like, oh shit. Like, for real, you think
I
hey,
can't
did
feel
something
my
happen?
feet.
Right, that's what you think. You know, you never got it done. You like, oh, he's about to paralyze me. This is crazy. I don't even know where we're going.
Well, he had to tell me to like relax my head, right? I'm like, I'm relaxing it. He's like, feel my neck. He's like, no, you're not. He's like, let your head go completely. I'm like, bro, like this is all I can do. He's like, just act like you don't even have a neck.
How?
And then he had to wait till he could feel my muscles relax, and then but that jerk is still
Not bad.
a little crazy.
Mine did the whole just talking to me thing. You know what I mean? Didn't even say nothing about my neck because he just was, talking.
Just wait till he felt
Just
you relax and boom.
Yep, and then without
Hit you.
without any type of warning,
I don't like the noise. I don't like that noise.
You know, like
No.
Got you back in line? Is that what it is?
all the
You
way
got
back.
it? Okay.
Yeah, I was stair stepping. My spine was stair stepping. They had to get it right. This is back in the day. Now I'm just fat. That's my
Right.
problem, and the doctor told me. Anyway, so what we got for sponsorship today? Oh, that's right. We have Mikey Shu in the building. Mikey, you want to plug your own shit?
I mean, I don't know what you want me to plug about it. You know it's 8 Mile
the great
Vodka and born in
refreshing taste.
Detroit
Yeah.
all day.
Guys, go to our Instagram page, at Beyond the Tracks Podcast, or at Mikey Shu 313. We have a really dope commercial on there too.
Oh yeah, it does matter.
That you directed, and it was you executive produced it. Is that what you would call it?
I mean, we can give me whatever title you want to give me, but I don't. I just showed up.
The real superstar in that was Riot, but
Yeah, Riot.
you know,
He killed it.
I couldn't get him on the pod, so we got Mikey.
I mean, we could. He's just gonna cuss a lot more than any of us do. So his newest thing is he tells me the other day, straight face. He's like, "Daddy, fuck is your word. Damn it is my word." I said,
How'd you feel about that?
What a riot.
I mean, I had to agree with him. And then last night he got real upset with these airplanes he was flying at the house. And he's like, "Motherfucker." And then he's like, nope, that's Daddy's word. He's like, "Damn it."
How old is Riot?
3.5. We gotta tighten up around the house before we go to preschool.
Right.
Yeah,
tighten up real soon.
Because if you and your wifey gotta come home every other day, because he in the office.
Might have to homeschool him.
Nah, don't do that. He need to be in public school. Mike, what you got over there? DJ Big Mike?
What's going on? You know, I always got JC Quality Construction. He does everything from what? the 2x4 to the key to the front door. You can hit him up at 734-652-9715. Tell him Beyond the Tracks podcast sent you, and you get 15% off all materials. Holla at him.
Took my line,
Hey,
man.
he's been working on
that.
I wanted to give that
real
one.
talk. Let me use. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, that's how you do.
There you go.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
A plug.
Right there, my man.
I feel like I didn't even do my own justice. Like,
Well,
I'm
sure we'll talk about
myself.
it. I'm sure we'll talk about it today.
If you want something crisp and clean, you can mix it with lemonade. It's called the Mikey Shu. It's 8 Mile and lemonade. Let's go. Something like that, maybe?
Way better.
Okay.
We should just edit my part out.
No, we're gonna have Rome do the jingles.
Listen, I
No,
said that.
Rome does jingles under his breath and like nobody's listening, and I be catching them shits. I just don't say nothing.
Did you catch that earlier?
Yeah, he had a jingle earlier, a real life jingle.
No, that was just motivation.
He was like,
listen, that was just motivation. I said that, and then look what we got. Boom.
what was that? 2.5 Men with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
that's
he
what he
wrote
was.
jingles.
That's what he did for a living. Was a jingle maker. You like the new Charlie Sheen, bro? Without the AIDS,
Okay.
Does he got AIDS?
bro. It's Charlie Sheen. He's got everything.
I thought he just did a bunch
He's
of
got
coke.
everything. He's got everything.
I mean, he had fun getting them, I'm sure.
we all know that. Speaking of fun, man, we had a really good time. Friday was the last time we were all in the same room. Shout out to Amaya's,
Didn't even
Tino
take a picture
Amaya.
together.
We didn't even get one picture.
We didn't. Dang.
We had a hell of a time, man. It was a new circuit that's going on here in Monroe over at Amaya's. They're doing Funny Fridays. You guys got to go check it out. It's on Fridays. It's between 9 and 11 every first Friday. Maybe after next month it'll be every first Friday. We'll tune you guys in on when it's coming. And yeah, man, we had a good time, man. Q So Crazy, who you've seen on this podcast and seen at Jokes and Jams. He hosted it along with who'd we have up there?
Big
Judge
Sh-
Miles,
Shorty.
Judge
Yeah,
Miles,
Judge
Big
Miles.
Shouty,
Yeah,
Big
kinda.
Shouty,
Popcorn, a.k.a.
Cornell,
Cornell.
Cornell the
He
comedian.
killed it.
They did.
Yeah,
Judge Miles killed it.
8 Mile was flowing all night
All
long.
night.
A free complimentary 8 Mile when you walk in the door, thanks to Mikey Shu.
Man, you know what it is. Mikey Shu in the building. You know we drinking 8 Mile.
You know, like you have to.
Doing
Somebody
it
said,
all
yeah.
right.
know we
Somebody said,
drinking
I like
8
a
Mile.
Grey Goose, and they was like, we don't do that shit tonight.
Not here.
Not even sure they had it there.
Yeah. Not here, bitch.
Mikey,
Not my
Mikey took
city.
all the other vodka, moved that shit to the garbage.
So this is funny, real quick. My wife got a gift basket she won at this party we were at. She didn't see it. It came with a bottle of Absolute in it.
Ooh.
I'm like,
You can water your grass with that. I heard
said,
it
girl,
does
you know
really
what I'm
good.
doing with this. I'm gonna film it because I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna crack that bitch right down the drain.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so I got
Doing
a,
wrong.
We ain't drinking
Yeah,
no Absolute.
Absolutely.
but I do got a legitimate question.
I
Is
know.
there like in your world, is there liquor beef?
No.
Y'all don't
I
gangbang
say-
over
no.
vodkas and shit?
I say it jokingly. I mean, I don't hate on any other competitor that we have because I just believe in what we got.
Right.
So I mean, I just say it talking shit, but
Okay.
we ain't
I'm gonna-
drinking it. I'll tell you that though.
We ain't drinking that.
No,
I'm
I'm
not gonna pour it out. I'm gonna give it to somebody. I ain't gonna drink it.
So I'm gonna come back to that question
You can have it.
in 45 minutes when we went through a bottle of 8 Mile, and then I want to hear
What really happens in the
Hit
streets.
real.
what really happens in these streets.
When I bumped into that display of that other vodka party, I knocked it down,
That's messed
shattered it.
Mikey Shu, is that motherfucker?
up, man. Wow. Shout
you
out.
talking
You
about,
talking about over at
Bullshit?
Partyville?
Oh yeah.
Because I always got to shout out Cal, man. Cal's just a smooth dude.
We
Cal's
gotta do a
commercials.
commercial.
Cal's commercials on his phone though are
the best.
amazing. I wouldn't even like a big production because it's like you get like Cal on his fucking iPhone.
Oh no, don't call it an iPhone.
Oh, it's an Android.
Me and him have the same argument. Yeah, he says iPhones are phones for people that don't know how to use phones. Wow. He
Thank you.
says
That's a bar.
Siri is the dumbest bitch in the world.
Wow.
Damn, that's a
I
bar
got the
too.
British joint too.
he had a.
Oh, you got the British chick?
My theory British.
I need to get a
Talking
British
slick.
one.
She talking slick.
She probably sounds sexy though. Don't she?
Hey, she'll turn up for you.
Shit, turn up for
You
you.
gotta teach me how to switch mine.
It's easy. I'll show you.
Yeah. So how'd everybody enjoy themselves Friday, man? Oh, before I go even any further, we had DJ Big Mike on the Wheels of Steel. Do people even call it the Wheels of Steel anymore?
They like the wheels of plastic and
Aluminum?
some kind of
Aluminum?
aluminum.
I
DJ
do
Big
have a
Mike had.
complaint,
Yeah.
though.
Why? What happened?
He did great. Almost everything.
Okay.
Ooh.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Hey, listen,
I requested one Pac song.
Listen,
didn't hear one all night.
Who?
Huh?
Who did you request?
You know what I said.
Who did you say?
Tupac. You know what he said.
The actor?
Come on, man.
Tupac Shakur,
We're
the
not
actor?
gonna get into it today.
He was
but-
in Juice, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Same guy.
He got music? Oh, okay.
Got bars. We're not gonna get into the whole Jay-Z.
No, we're
Tupac
not.
No,
thing
we're
tonight.
not.
No,
but
I promised I wouldn't, but that was the only complaint I had. Other than that, you killed it.
you did kill it.
I think
And I love whenever any comedian said DJ bring that back. Boom.
You was right there with
Right
it, man. You was
there,
on
like-
point.
That's what
No
he killed,
hesitation,
yeah.
no
That's what
nothing.
he
Just
killed,
boom.
Yeah, that's what I
Hit him
do.
with it.
Killed, yeah.
You
I
did
know
good
it's
And it's
job.
only going to get better.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
yes.
only going to get better.
So come on down to Amaya's, man. You know what? Just go to Amaya's page, follow Amaya's page, because they have a lot of cool shit going on. They got trivia night
Yeah.
on Thursdays.
Yes.
There's some other stuff that's going to be popping off that I won't mention yet, but there is some stuff in the works for a different night of the week. So they always got stuff going on. And plus, they have the best fucking food in town, man. Like, let's keep it a buck. You know what I mean? They have a great spread. Like you, there's not, like, think
You all
about
right?
it.
Calm down.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Rome
was getting ready to get upset because
I'm not
he got
upset,
an issue. He got an issue.
Yeah, but he doesn't. Don't you get the same thing every time?
Every time.
Well, he used to.
right.
They messed up your burger.
No, not at all.
What to say?
Not at all. No,
Is that-
absolutely not. What it is because
That Southwest
I think-
burger look good.
actually all of them good, but what it is, they sell out quick because they're so good. Everybody buy them.
Yeah.
So by the time we get there, you know, they
That,
easy.
but that's what I like about his restaurant though is that like
Oh, everything's fresh.
everything's fresh and once they don't have it, they don't have it. Like there's stuff
Yeah.
that only goes out there for a couple days and it's a special recipe from his mother, his grandmother, his father, his grandfather.
Listen.
And once it's gone, it's gone.
Rome be upset though. Rome go down there. He be like, "I want this burger." They was like, "Yeah, we sold out." He was like, "Damn, it's
that's
3
my
o'clock."
burger. I love that.
I love Tino, and he's our boy, but his mom and dad are so cool.
Yeah.
Like his mom first met Ryan, she's like, "Can you have a cookie?" I'm like, "Man, there's nothing that you can ask that he can have that I'm gonna say no to. You can give him 10 cookies." And then his dad is just a gangster. Like, and the stories that guy has is awesome.
It's called the Mexi Melt burger, by the way.
Maxi Malt
You
burger.
got to get that
Tino, that's a
chorizo or
plug.
chorizo.
That's a plug. I'm trying to
Yeah.
next time I will go in there. I'm trying to
Chorizo
get
burger.
That
I can't even never
complimentary-
pronounce that
Oh
word,
yeah,
but
that's delicious.
chorizo
Oh my
burger
God,
off the
that's
chain.
so
I've
good.
had
That's the
that.
truth.
a little spicy, but I like it.
No, that's the truth. That's dope.
Them onion straws on there.
And another thing that I was really impressed with is shout out to Laura, who was managing that night,
Oh, she
and
was awesome.
Lulu, who was helping us work the door, man. Like the whole staff, the
Yeah,
whole staff
was
was
dope.
on point, man. I hit Tino immediately the next morning. Was like, bro, none of this could have happened if your staff wasn't so dope. You know what I mean? And they were really good. So, man, shout out to Amaya's. Go down there, go fuck with them. They got a lot of cool things going on. Yeah, man. And then you know, it brought us right into the Super Bowl weekend. Anybody have any good, cool Super Bowl shits going on? 'Cause I don't think I've seen any of you guys on Super Bowl Sunday.
bro. I was at the crib. I did get a new 65-inch TV though, because that's the
What?
Did you?
Yeah, that's
Got that big boy.
Oh no, that gets a clap, bro. We gotta clap it up. We gotta clap it up for real. Wrong. We gotta clap. Lloyd, look, we gotta clap it up for this guy, man. Did you hear him? He got a 65-inch TV.
He black.
Yeah, that's because that's the only one.
You
that
haven't
fit.
bought a TV since 2005.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Actually,
That's what's up.
actually, the TV that I had before that, the first time my boy Brad from Louisiana came down, it was like, what's the zombie show?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead was on. It was popping. I mean, it's still on, but it was popping. And he came down and he was like, I like had a 27-inch box TV. And he was like,
Had a
bro,
bag and hose.
he was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, dude, the picture's still good. It's still
Right.
good. Everything's good. And he was like, oh, no. We
His shit was still streaming at
listen,
720.
yes.
Picture's
Bro,
never good on a
Bro,
27. though,
bro, listen.
Never good
listen.
on a 27.
Literally, I think what did The Walking Dead came on Sundays.
Yep.
This was Saturday. He was like, "Oh, we're going to get you a TV," and I'm
Right
like, "Dude,"
now.
I was like, I ain't trying to buy no new TV." He was like, "I didn't ask you that." And literally, dog, we went to the store and he bought me, I think, a 45-inch TV.
Just so he can watch his Walking Dead.
And I was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Dude, that's not going to fit in my armoire." Blah blah blah. And he bought me the same one that I have, a TV stand.
Shout out to Brad, man.
What a gangster, man.
Shout out. He was like, yeah, we not watching.
But
this
it's
shit.
one. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a pity buy. Like I pity this man's 27-inch.
That's true.
TV.
I hit him up the other day before I bought the 65-inch, and I said, "Hey, man, you got any thoughts on TVs? What's some good TVs?" He's into that shit, right? And you know what his response was? The biggest one you can fit in your house, AKA the biggest one you can afford. So I messaged him back and I said, well, I can afford like a 10,000 inch. And he was like, then fucking get it. No, I take that back. That wasn't even Brad. That was Jason. Brad just told me to get the biggest one I can afford. Jason is the one that told me. I think. I don't know. I was drinking. But I got a new TV, fellas.
I'm glad that you got
Nice.
a new TV. I might
So did you get
start coming
Saturday
over
or
your house.
Sunday?
I got it Saturday.
You know, that's like a big TV buying
Day, yeah, it is for the Super Bowl.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you think about it, like how many people like last minute throw some stuff together too? You know what I mean?
yeah.
And with COVID and everything, and people not doing as elaborate shit, like everybody had a bunch of small parties. That's what I've seen on the gram and everywhere else. Everybody had like mini parties. You know what I mean? So they actually threw something that they wouldn't usually throw. Yeah, I just watched it at home
That's what I did, bro.
on my
200 inch.
70-inch.
On your 200.
But I will say this though, no. This
on
is
you.
no, it's not stunting. I'm gonna tell you why though, because it's 65. The refresh rate is faster than mine, and that's everything. So I'd rather watch my shit on a 45-inch, 47-inch if the refresh rate's higher. Because when you're watching a football game, you don't realize it watching a movie. So as soon as you watch like a football game or especially a hoop game, like the refresh rate, you start seeing it like, oh, I need to. That's why the TV was so cheap. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
gotcha.
listen, Mike, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? From the bottom of my heart, it's not the size of your TV, okay? it's how close you sit to it, bro. You know what I
Well,
mean? And
you
don't
know-
let nobody tell you that you got a small TV. You are Madison. You do not have a small TV, okay?
Listen, and it's my living room small, so that motherfucker looks huge.
That's how mine is.
Behind my TV, it used to say home, but you can't see the home anymore. So Dana's like, oh, it just say hose, because that's all you can see is HO. But it's all right.
Bro,
Yeah,
I love mine the same way. Little living room, big old TV.
Let's go.
So
Yeah,
let's
silly.
get right into the shits. All right, let's get right into the shits, man.
You gonna-
because
you gonna-
I'm going right for it.
Okay, let's go.
Mike posts on social media, halftime show ? And I know it was a setup. I know it was a setup for
Like a
people.
diss?
No,
It wasn't a diss.
No, for people to flood
follow
his
his
chat with bullshit.
Okay.
And and you guys know me. I don't get sucked in on social media when it comes to comments. It sucked me in because I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. This is one thing that I always talk about in this podcast. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm transparent. I'm comfortable in my own skin at 36 years old. I dropped a motherfucking tear,
For why?
bro.
Bro, was that for a while?
He said
Bro.
it was so epic.
Bro, motherfuckers was acting
Oh, you
like
talking about
they didn't appreciate it. This motherfucker crip walked on the 50-yard line on the structure at the fucking Super Bowl halftime show.
Right.
Go
Just
Red.
think about it. Just think about it, man. Okay. All right, want me to break it down?
Break it down.
Okay, this is how I felt at the time. All right, first of all, I'm a hip hop head.
Right.
100%, always been, always will be. And to think that that's the first rap that's ever been, the whole show of halftime has been that's the most watched thing in the world, right?
That's true.
Super Bowl
Yep.
of a sports event.
I'll say WrestleMania is up there, but
in
let it go
America.
for today.
Is it in America? It's not the world. Okay, in America.
In
You know how us dumb Americans think, us egotistical Americans, like it's us.
It's got to be the
We are
biggest
the
thing in
world.
Right.
Right. But I'm just saying, man, if y'all think about it, these dudes came from a product of their environment where they're not supposed to make it.
And
Okay.
ladies, Mary J. She did her
And,
thing.
I'll get to the queen in a second. But just think about that. Just no. I'm trying to cut you off, but I'm just saying, just think about it. Just
I'm
let
just
that
saying,
sink in
check
for a second.
check
I kinda
yourself,
call her
Mikey.
queens. I feel like I disrespect.
No,
her.
you're right. You no, and I'll bring her. But I mean, that's the way I was looking at it. Like these motherfuckers came from Compton and East Long Beach and New York, and I mean, 50 got shot 9 times, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
People
Detroit,
don't make
what are
it
you
back.
forgetting about Detroit?
we getting there. We getting there. We getting there, bro. No, this is gonna be a soliloquy of soliloquies.
Right,
Rome likes to talk about Michael's soliloquies. I'm Michael today with my soliloquy. Y'all gonna listen to me all the way, all the way. We might only have 3 listeners on this podcast, and I'm talking that shit. I don't give a fuck if they liked it, loved it, hated it. I don't give a fuck. Cause these motherfuckers, man. The only thing I will say is, I really, and I don't appreciate anybody trying to downplay it like it wasn't shit. Because you only have a short time to perform. Mm-hmm. But dog, motherfuckers just skip past the point that Kendrick Lamar is the new fucking leader of the Golden Lords from Meteor Man. Oh, y'all didn't peep that?
No, I definitely
with the
peeped
gold.
that.
With everybody had the gold hair and the black on.
Peeped that. Yes.
It's a black reference. Meteor Man. I don't know if you. Okay, I know you. Okay, that was disrespectful.
Like, I don't know Meteor Man?
No,
Like,
that was disrespectful for me to
Meteor?
even talk to you like that. My bad. I apologize.
Meteor Man?
I apologize. You right. Robert
that
Townsend,
movie.
Meteor Man. To all the listeners
Hold on,
and
wait a
viewers
minute.
that don't know what I'm talking
The
about,
way Mikey looked at you,
he did that.
Bro,
was like,
I feel like he spit in my face.
I thought I was getting ready to have to jump up and be like, bro, not my brother. Don't do that to my brother.
Yeah, I
I
totally
thought he was
disrespect
gonna- I
you
thought he
right
was
there.
gonna
And
slap
you know, you my
Hey.
mans. You know, you my mans.
Don't
That was
feel like it
fucked
right
up.
now.
That was fucked up. That was fucked up. You're right. That was fucked up.
Man.
But back to the shit, man. And I'm gonna let y'all go around the table, man, and tell me how y'all feel. But I had to get this out here. That's why I said I literally dropped a tear, because the shit meant that much to hip hop.
I agree.
Like,
I agree with that.
Okay, okay, y'all want to play around with it.
Oh shit, he getting
got
the
a bag
bag
of
out.
lyrics.
Oh,
There you go. What is that?
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, Snoop.
No,
I wish we had the app on our phone where we could show what it does.
Is it cold?
oh, you gonna crack it for Snoop Dogg?
No, I am not, and let me put this disclaimer out there. I am not a gang member.
What is
I am
it?
not. I don't bang. I have peoples that bang. I don't bang. I respect the culture, but to crip walk,
You do wear a lot of blue though.
I wear a lot of red too. You know what? I got J's. I got a bunch of shit that's red. Don't get it twisted. Don't put me in that. I got B's and C's, bro. Huh?
What you finna do with that bottle?
You know what he about to do? He about to pull up.
But
Pull
dog,
up,
if it wasn't for
drink.
you, if it wasn't for YouTube tripping, we would be playing Snoop as I'm pouring this
I
shit,
wish
bro.
we had the app to where we could show the viewers what this bottle does.
Right. Pull up, drink.
We can put that in editing. Rome's a great editor. We'll try to.
Rome, you see
anybody
that? You
anybody
got
want to
the
fuck with Snoop's wine?
Man, go on, give me a.
Why don't you give me a little dash on top
over
of
there.
this 8 Mile vodka?
We got to do it
We
right.
pouring up, man. Shout out to the Snoop Deal Double
Oh,
Jizzle.
you gonna mix that with the 8 Mile?
Yeah.
That's gangster.
Fucking gangster.
What is this though?
It's a
Gangster.
California
Oh,
wine.
Yeah, you're a bad dude.
I feel like we're disrespecting both these products by drinking out of these red cups, but we'll do it today.
No. Because Kendrick's an affiliate. You know what I mean? He's an affiliate Pyru.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We'll just set that wherever, man. We'll set that wherever. We can. Yeah, I don't give a fuck where we set it. Like it's all good, man. Cheers. Cheers to hip hop. Cheers to the OG triple OGs.
Triple OG.
Triple. And I'm not even gonna get on M. I've got my Detroit shit on right now. I'll let somebody else cover the M and how that whole thing in these fucking media, and we're media, but these fucking media people try to spin shit and talk stupid. Somebody else take over,
you
because
talking
I'll start getting emotional in this bitch.
Well, we'll talk
Hold on,
about
let
him
me-
in a minute, but we'll talk about how he did the Tim Tebow post. We'll talk about
That's
that.
dope.
Let's talk about that pose and what you guys felt about that pose. I do want to talk about that.
You want to talk about that right now? Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll go back to whatever you're saying.
To me, that pose was whatever you want it to be. Facts. Because some people said, oh, it's so great that he did the Tim Tebow pose. Some people said, oh, he did it for Colin Kaepernick. Some people say, oh, he did it because he was respecting Tupac. So it's whatever you feel. I think what he
I feel
did,
that anybody that thought it was about Tim Tebow can shut the fuck up.
I've seen
That's
it.
how I feel. But anyway,
Bro, I've seen it. I've seen it out there.
no disrespect to Tim
So-
Tebow, but who's that? Eminem ain't checking for Tim Tebow.
I look at it like he was just, to me, one of the biggest things that he was doing, I don't know why he did it. He hasn't told me that. I ain't talked to him since then. But
Waiting on that call.
right, I'm still waiting. I mean, I think he got my number back in like 89, 91, somewhere around there. It's still the same number, M, if you just hit me up. But I think he just did it out of respect, period. No matter why he did it, whatever he did it for, he did it out of respect for something. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
What you think?
think a lot of people are jumping on the whole Kaepernick. I don't think there was that. I honestly don't, because they were like, oh, he wanted to take a knee at the national anthem. I think people are just trying to create this negative narrative about it. Like
clickbait, man.
Right.
It's just crazy
Clickbait,
to me.
exactly.
Like, I don't think
That's all it is.
Clickbait.
Or it could have just been like a performance thing. Like he kneeled down, took the knee. His part was done essentially at that time. Dre was still on.
He could be that could be his bow down to Snoop and Dre and And
I love that him and Snoop, because they had that little riff for a quick second.
Right.
But they it's all love with them.
Why couldn't he take a knee like James Brown did?
Right.
Like
Right.
put the overcoat on me.
The cap.
You know what I mean? That's what people forget, man. People forget, like, all of a sudden after the cap thing, anytime you kneel, it has to have something to do with cap. Bro, you know how many times I knelt in my life? I kneel to tie my shoes. When we played football, when somebody's hurt, out of respect, you kneel.
Yep.
People in the stands kneel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There was no American flag flying. There was no national anthem going on. Hey y'all, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Everybody that want to push narratives, man. Instead of, this is why I get so mad and so passionate about it and so grateful at the same time. Like, I don't want to sound like the mad rapper, but what I'm saying is why can't we just appreciate fucking hip hop, bro? Why do we always got to put some shit behind it? Like, Dr. Dre, said he's still not loving police. He wasn't supposed to say that, man. Who the fuck do you know? Jay-Z was the fucking producer of all that. How you know Jay-Z told him that he couldn't say that? This is motherfucking L.A. Y'all forgot where y'all was at?
Speaking of Jay,
This fucking Inglewood. They in Inglewood. What y'all fucking forgot? Not y'all, but I'm saying the media and these people pushing narratives. Y'all forgot where the fuck y'all at? Come on, man.
Speaking of Jay, I seen M posted on his Instagram today a picture of him and Jay backstage chopping it up.
That's what's up.
That was dope.
They should drop a single.
They did that one years ago, but
No, I'm talking about a new one.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. We need a new single.
Yeah, I'm a poet to some, a regular modern day Shakespeare. Jesus Christ, the king of these letters. Come on, man. M went crazy.
Can I peel it just a layer back?
Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. So, with everything you just said, it was a great show and all that, and they got a lot of hype, and it probably was one of the most watched Super Bowl halftime shows. How does that push the culture forward? Where does the culture go from here? And the reason I ask that, because it seems like to me they were just exploited like everything else. In order to sell something, you add hip hop to it. You want people to watch the Super Bowl, and put on hip hop shows. How does that push the culture forward? What does that do for?
I think it makes other people see, like, damn, this is huge. You know what I mean? This is one of the biggest stages
absolutely
in America, if not the world. It's huge. So it lets you know, like, yes, you can do this.
I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And hip hop, we talk. Hip hop was supposed to be a fad, and we talk about hip hop all the time. Hip hop is international. It is the biggest. I don't know if people realize that, but
it's literally a culture.
Hip hop culture is the biggest thing in the world right now, and it was supposed to be a fad. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's huge. It wasn't my top. It's not my number one halftime show.
Performance, maybe not performance,
but
this is what I see
from
from
the most lit. I said it was the most lit.
The most lit.
No, seriously.
Yeah, I get
won't
that.
say-
No, I
can't
get
say
exactly
it's
what you're saying.
The greatest ever, but the most lit, absolutely.
yeah.
But this is what I got from it, from like what the question you were asking, is that here's the thing that everybody forgets, and I'm gonna steal a little bit from the narrative that Drink Champs does, and I shouldn't even call it a narrative. It's what they do. There's not a narrative. This is what they do. They give people their flowers while they're here, right?
Right.
One thing that Nori always talks about is that every other genre, people can, Aerosmith, all these people, they can perform. The Eagles, they can perform until they die.
Yes.
And people love it.
Sure do.
What do we do in our culture?
Nope.
You're 50, you're too old.
Too old. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're the last genre of music, major genre of music that's finally hit that where your stars are 50 and 60 years old. You know what I mean? And so that's what I took from it. Like, here's the thing: there's a lot of young cats that really don't even know their hip hop history.
Right.
For them to watch, for let's just say your kids or your grandkids or whatever, right? To watch us in front of a TV so hype,
Right.
they go, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
This must be
Well,
something.
yeah, why is pop so hype? I want to go to. Okay, now I want. See, that's the thing that we're missing, and we always talking about this new generation. You know what I mean? And I'm the middle child. You know what I mean? As far as I always say that between the two generations. And what I see with the young cats is that they're not. It's our fault that if we feel a certain way about what they're doing, it's actually our fault. And I'll say, as me being from y'all generation, it's our fault because we're the one that passed the torch. We're supposed to teach them. We're supposed to give them something to look up to. We're some hope, something to look forward to. You know what I mean? So we would be wrong to be like, what does it do? I mean, I'm not trying to dish your question. I'm just saying to me, I'm thinking, what does it not do? It's the eye of the beholder. It's your perception. My perception is, oh, that's hip hop. That's something to look up to. That's something to go, hey man, we fucking made it to that where they doing Aerosmith every year and all this other shit. We're there now.
Right.
You know what I mean? They have to see us. But I do agree with what you're saying too, Rome. Exploitation, a little bit. You know, I get it. I totally get that. But
what they say, butts and seats.
Okay,
that's what counts.
But what if they didn't do? What if they never did a hip hop? We'd be knocking at the door to go, hey, when are you gonna let hip hop in?
Right.
When are you gonna let hip hop in? They let hip hop in. I don't want to go. They let hip hop in, and all of a sudden now I'm like, okay, now what? No, I want to appreciate it for a second. Right. I want to appreciate where it's at. I want kids to go, hey man, these dudes are 50 years old and they're still cool, and we're waiting for another track to come out. Right. Everybody in this room, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna call it out. Everybody in this room, including the people over there in the corner, everybody is waiting for that Dre album. They're waiting for Detox. Detox may never come out. We've been waiting on Detox for how many years? Yeah, that's true. And we're all fans of hip hop. We're still waiting for it.
Mikey's got a copy.
Good point.
Don't you got a copy?
Yeah, but that's...
And it'll sell
you got
crazy.
a copy?
I wish.
And it'll sell crazy. But that's Dr. Dre. If you know what I'm saying.
But that's what I loved about this show.
We can't really say, I mean, Dr. Dre don't move the needle with hip hop though. We agree on that. We do agree with that. Or
but
even
he doesn't have an influence?
Or even the culture. He don't like move the needle or nothing.
Nobody moves the needle.
You don't think?
Hip hop moves the needle, bro. We got to stop pushing that fucking gatekeeper narrative too.
In the culture right now, these young boys, your Futures, your NBA young boys, your Kodak Blacks, I think those are the dudes who keep getting in trouble. I think those are the dudes who are guiding or moving the needle in hip hop or moving the culture. The dudes who wearing tight jeans, if you know what I'm saying, the dudes who wearing dreads. I think those are the dudes. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I think that hip hop is being driven in that. I heard somebody call it the de-evolution of hip hop. Like it reached a peak and now it's going in another lane that it really wasn't intended to go. If you understand what I'm saying.
No, I agree with you on that.
I believe you can't. I believe with evolution, you can't tell it where it's supposed to go. Because then what would our generation be, right? The older generation. What would we be if we pushed it? Then they wouldn't be creating. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. We would be putting a stronghold on what they do. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I'm just like I like a lot.
But just like you talking about NBA young boy, NBA. I don't even. That's the old me. You know what I mean? Kodak Black and them. Just like you said, I totally agree. But in country, right? Garth Brooks has been around for how many years, right? Right. You know what I mean? Right. Do you think anybody goes, yeah, but Garth Brooks isn't yet relevant?
Right.
He's very relevant to country music period. You know what I mean? So that doesn't mean that some of these young dudes coming up can't do anything and they're not supposed to.
But like you said, like we always, as black people, black artists, black movies, all this stuff, like we always go back to that. And like we don't, like you said, we don't look at Dre and Pac and Snoop as icons and heroes. We look at them as old. And then, yes,
they always say washed up and shit like that.
But they're not. They're some of the people that created this music, this genre of music, not just hip hop, but gangster music, party music. Like, they're still in that same thing. I feel like the new dudes that are coming up are just we have to progress. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so it's like I think it's just the new dudes are just doing it a different way. It's kind of like, you know, when hip hop first came out, you know, Tia tell you, you know, my dad, my uncles, people like that was like, you know, what the fuck is this hippity hop shit? This is some bullshit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, my dad bought me the first hip hop album, Sugar Hill Gang, so he knew something was going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's like I feel like we as old heads, because we're old heads in the hip hop game now. we look at things a different way, and we go, this is, these new boys ain't like such and such, and no, they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to grow and progress and do what they need to do to move hip hop forward and continue it, because we didn't like what our parents listened to. We started liking that as we got a little older.
We appreciated it because it brings back memories.
Yes. And that's going to be the same. I mean, I tell people all the time, I work in a long-term care facility. I'm like, what is it going to be when I'm in a nursing home when I'm 80 years old? You know what I mean? I'm
1, 2, 3 until that 4.
You know what I'm saying?
But let me say this: good music is good music, regardless. Facts. It don't age, right? And crap music is crap music.
Facts.
Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think
a lot of the music being made now is crap music?
So that's what I want.
It's crap.
But is it though?
And I got something for that. Mikey, I'll let you go.
No, that's what I just try to question myself too. Like, is it because in my opinion it is crap, but is it because I'm, I guess, an old head when it comes to hip hop to where this new stuff is trash?
I think so.
Or is it, you know what I mean? I battle with myself about it.
We've dabbled in the river of hip hop, so we purists. We don't really get that new stuff. And when I say that new stuff, I'm not really necessarily talking about the way they rap. I'm talking about the actual content. We have rough content, all our lives. We listen to rough content all our lives. They're playing in clubs. But now it's a whole new kind of rough content, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it does permeate into our society. And I believe, it's funny we were talking about this because they just having a thing in New York where the drill rappers in New York are trying to put together a summit because they're trying to ban, drill music in New York. The mayor, it's the mayor of the government. I think it's the mayor is trying to ban drill music, but it is because of the violent content of the songs, and it does, man. I mean, we know that influences us, but we like it. I like hearing gangster rap. I like hearing,
I think it influences some. I think the people that are going to take that, just like everything else, the people that take party music, if everybody likes party music, do they go out and party all the time? Probably not. People that like gangster music, do a majority of people go out and create, drama and
so you a DJ.
My question is, so did Straight Outta Compton, that wasn't gangster, that wasn't violent music?
No, that was
what's the difference?
Very violent. Very violent.
What's the difference?
Absolutely.
Nothing. And I asked that because here's the thing about what you're saying about the new drill music, all this different stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Is that they're doing the same thing that was happening in 88, 89. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The difference is you can see it.
See it, yes.
You can click something on your phone, you can see everything.
Yep.
And that also, resonates also why there's crap music, because everybody can put out music.
Correct.
I can put out an album tomorrow. Correct. I can sit here, record on this thing all night, put an album, and I can put it on Spotify, YouTube,
correct,
Apple Pod. I can put it, not Apple Podcasts, iTunes. I'm a podcaster now, I'm retired. But you know what I mean? I can put it anywhere I want. I don't have to have a record label. I don't have to have a distribution deal. So you have to go through, you have to start like swimming through all of this shit water. Yeah. You know what I mean? To try to find that blue ocean. You know what I'm saying? You're riding that current. You're like, how in the fuck? And so I believe that there was crap rap then.
Yep.
We just didn't get a chance to hear it because if it wasn't them execs, them A&Rs, that CD, you get 15 seconds, you don't catch them, they take it out, crack, boom, they throw it in the trash next. Mm-hmm. So we didn't hear it. Yep. So I think that has a little bit to do with it too. And I agree with you, there's a lot of crap music and it's the game's oversaturated. I believe that's why. But at the same time, and I've always said this, at the same time, I do like it though, because you let creators create. It sucks for us because we have to do so much to look through shit to try to find what we like. But that's part of the game too.
Yeah.
That's part of being a consumer.
I used to hate that. As a DJ, I used to hate that. I hated that, right? Just, man, I got to go through so much shit to find that jam. But now it's like, it's crazy because I enjoy it. Because I've been going through different stuff and I've heard artists, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, why are they not on the radio right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I might play that song and people kind of look at me crazy because we're in the realm of, well, if it's not on the radio, it's not a hit still. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, But you see that one or two people over in the corner going, give you the scrunchy face like that's that shit. And I'm like, got him.
And even that's changing. Because they got festival music and stuff now. Like, if you ask the average person who Rakim is, right, which hasn't put out an album forever, right, you're gonna have a lot more people that know who Rakim is than you say, hey, do you know who Russ is? And Russ sells out fucking festivals. And you might not hear his shit on the radio. And you might not even know what he looks like. You know what I mean? And you might not know him, but that's what I'm saying. It's a whole different wave. I like it because the people control now who they like, not the radio and the executives and the record label. They used to tell you who you liked. Think about it. They used to brainwash you to who you like. Want to know why? Because when you listen to the radio and you got an hour commute, they're playing every song that they get the money for, at least 2 times in an hour. And they're brainwashing you to know that song. What do we do? Yeah. You know what I mean? We know that song. We're familiar with it. That's when life. When you're familiar with something, you gravitate towards it because you're not scared of it.
But that's also that's old heads.
But you know
what I mean? My grandkids and my kids, like they don't listen to the radio.
So we are saying what we're saying. That's what I meant by influence. That's what I mean by the music will influence basically the behavior of the people. And when I say that, I'll give you an example. And I was going to ask you, TJ, what's that song with Michael Jackson and Justin Timberlake? You're a DJ. Baby.
Yeah.
What's that? What is it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do, but I can't think of the name of it.
I know what you're talking about.
When you play that. So you're a DJ. You play that, right? Yeah. Then behind that, you play, so I'm outside of the club. And, okay, let me ask you, which one is more likely a fight to break out?
It depends on the environment.
Which one, any environment, listen,
bro,
which one is more likely?
I play some gangster shit.
JT and Michael Jackson. Listen, I'm not. Don't
but what are we talking? Yeah, but what are we talking about here, though?
I play some gangster shit Friday night.
On the music that you hear influences your behavior. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, but when did this go into a club thing? We're talking about a Super Bowl halftime show. Like the club? No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm saying like the club is totally different. For one, for two, when's the last time you seen a club pop? Don't worry, I'll wait.
So that wasn't the point. The point
I know,
was
but
the influence. The more you was talking about trash music, the more trash music you hear, the more of that crap music you hear, the more you influenced by it. If you're hearing another, genre or type of music, your influence is just a little bit different. That's all I'm saying.
But I don't think that's the fault of the music. I think that's the fault of the people. I think that's the fault of the parents. I think that's the fault of us, the older generation, not telling these youngsters like, bro, that's not how you move. You don't get influenced by something somebody says. You do you. You know what I mean? That might be a soundtrack to you doing what you do, but that doesn't mean you go out and do it because these dudes ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between now and then.
But that's the same thing about different. I mean, you can take different genres of music. You know what I mean? If you playing some music where there's a damn mosh pit and they moshing, that's different.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you expect that.
Right.
If you in a club, if you in a party, it could be a damn wedding. You know what I mean? If I'm DJing a wedding and that's what they request is that hard thug shit and some fights break out, fights probably would have broke out if I would have played Justin Timberlake too. I'm just being real. That's just me.
I mean, if
so I'm back and forth on it because there's some of them songs that like I listen to. You guys, you guys know me. Like I'm a little 5'6", not a tough guy, but just makes me want to go fight somebody.
You always say that, man, but that's tough guys usually say they're not tough. By the way, I just want to put that.
But I'm just saying, like, there's some songs I listen to. I'll be riding, bumping Young Buck, and then want to pull up on a block or something. Like I'm something I'm not.
But the thing is, you don't.
In that mood. I don't. Right.
That's the thing. But some of these kids don't have that common sense. And if you were that kind of person, that would make you do that. But you would do it anyway.
But I feel like that's what Rome's saying. A lot of the youth, they just try to be their like idols in these. So then there's just a bunch of pill poppers and all this dumb shit because their favorite rappers mumbling about it.
I think that's a whole nother thing to talk about right there.
I think that's always been the same.
I think that's like,
you know what I mean, like
the same genre.
I heard some dope boy music, like I want to sell dope. I mean that's
true. It influenced your mood.
Yeah, but it's up to us though to.
But I didn't
to teach the youngsters that though. So, we still are big brothers, man. We got to be big brothers, and I know it's hard, but you know what though?
When they're listening, and looking up to these guys that are promoting, let's get fucked up and drink this lean and pop these pills, and that's all they want to talk about. then these kids think, oh, that's the cool thing
That's
to do.
what's cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like back in the day with smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
They had Camel Joe or whatever his name was.
Yep.
Like, so they just look at these idols.
Damn, you said Camel Joe. How
I
old are
think
you
that's his
again?
name. 33.
Shit.
And
Bro.
the world is
You knew
different,
about that.
too. The world is different. Back in the
Yeah.
days, kids were scared. You know, do you all remember the old man who grass you better not step on? Mm-hmm. You remember that guy?
Right.
Because you were scared of him.
That's me now.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Kids were scared. Now the kids ain't scared no more. They don't.
What makes me nervous too is there's a bunch of young kids I see on IG all the time toting pistols around. I'm like, this dumbass don't even know how to use this. He's gonna be the one that hurts somebody.
But
because he's a fucking idiot.
That's not music. That's media, man.
True.
Media is the fucking
agree.
both, I think.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah, but the media,
Because
IG for one,
you can look at
IG made everybody's life seem just fucking great. So now when you grow up and you're in the era people grew up looking at IG. So they look at IG and they go, okay, so he's rich, he has all this and that. You know what I mean? And they really think that these people really do.
Right. Like I must not be doing enough then.
So all they do,
I ain't living like that.
so they Photoshop out their nasty ass crib and their roaches running around, so they can throw on their fresh outfit, put on their Ferragamo belt. You know what I mean? Their whatever Balenciagas, right? And take that picture, and then have to take it back off to give it to their homeboy. Because it ain't their shit. That's what I'm saying. That's the that's media too. Like it's not just music. But this is what we just did here. So we just was talking about celebration, and it took us here. No. This. I know it's funny, but at the same time,
But it's a good conversation because
it's a good conversation. But that's where it goes. So instead of going that place, let's talk about Mary J. Blige. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like the media, as soon as the Super Bowl halftime show happened, right? You go on Facebook, Twitter, all this different stuff, and they're either talking shit about 50 Cent gaining weight, or they're talking about kneeling, all this different shit. And it's like, why aren't we appreciating the fact that Mary J. Blige, these young girls can look up and say, look at Mary up there. She's still getting it. You know what I mean?
11 years sober, by the way.
They don't talk about that part. They don't talk about M sober.
Yeah.
They don't talk about M and M14
No, 14 years sober. Yeah, Mary J. 11.
and Mary J. 11.
Yeah.
That part. Nobody want to talk about that. Want to know why?
But they
Because
did talk about-
Charlemagne the God always says this. Nobody wants to hear the truth when the lie is more entertaining.
Facts.
So what they do, they push out a bad narrative over the fact that, you know what else? Okay. Y'all got me going today. Y'all got me podding today. I'm podding today. So that's like in Columbus. I don't know, but there's probably not a lot of people that know about this. In Columbus, there's these college kids that bought a bar, right? It's a sober bar. You do everything. It's all the same shit that you do in a bar,
They just don't
but it's a sober bar to encourage people that because you know how hard it is if you're a recovering addict, recovering alcoholic or something, going out to a bar and not drinking when you're around the element that got you in trouble in the first place. Yeah. It's a fucking struggle. Nobody talks about that.
I thought they were trying to do one in
That's
Detroit.
dope though.
They might be. I don't know. I haven't heard about the one in Detroit. I heard about the one in Columbus. But that
I
shit,
love it.
that
That's
story
dope.
goes no. You know how many likes that shit gets? Couple thousand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's dope though.
You talk.
dope.
You talk about who Kanye West is fucking popping his new chick, and that shit gets 1 million fucking likes and views, and you know what I mean?
That's the world we live in.
Man.
Real quick about the halftime show, though. I love that they had those artists do the halftime show. You know how easy it would have been to grab Drake
Yeah.
and a few,
Right.
grab Drake, Bieber, DJ Khaled, whatever you want to call him.
Right. Yeah.
It would have been so easy,
That's
but
true.
they grabbed like
That type of hip hop. Yeah.
that hip hop,
West
like
Coast,
that
yeah.
was crazy to me.
Well, and to me, it was like you listen to it and you go, you don't realize that I believe, and I might be wrong, but I believe Dre produced all of those songs.
Yeah. Dre's connecting all
Yeah.
of.
I love anything Dre
Connected
does.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's something in itself, right? New York, Cali, whatever. Dre.
That's the thing that was-
Dre still-
that's another
new
thing it was
shit,
showing.
old shit.
Yeah.
I love
Exactly.
it, and with all of them standing together,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought that was
Man, that's
It
so
was dope.
dope, bro.
that
So-
photo has got to be displayed somewhere.
Let's get into this real quick. Favorite halftime shows of all time.
Hold on, we not done with this halftime.
Oh,
show.
we can't move there yet.
No.
Okay, go
We
ahead.
ain't even talk about M. Are you crazy? What's
Oh,
wrong with you?
shit. M.
What's wrong with you?
Who's M?
Do you want me to stop the pod right now?
Is he that guy from Detroit?
Bro, he is top 5 dead or alive. I don't care what y'all say. Fight me right now. And not because he's just on the halftime show.
Top 5, yeah.
I've always said top 5 dead or alive.
Look,
bro.
I'm getting ready to get jumped right now.
Always.
Absolutely. I'm gonna agree with that.
And I love the fact that just like and I might be putting too much information out, but okay, we had this gig on Friday, you know what I mean, the comedy joint. And I know Mike gets fucking busy on the ones and twos, right? But I said, hey, DJ Big Mike, he gets busy on the ones and twos. He don't?
Yeah, it gets busy.
You can go to my IG account. I got some live or Facebook live that one day. Remember, we did a fucking hour set drunk in the Apple room.
And I was
in the
drunk.
fucking Apple room, this little ass room for like an hour and a half. Anyway, and he got busy.
I'm doing him. That's how he do it.
Yeah, no, you're right. He does. Yeah. But I know he gets busy, so I go, hey man, for this event, we don't need a bunch of extra stuff. You know what I mean? It's not really about that. It's about these comedians, just be on point with them. You know, I'm giving him a pep talk. He doesn't need it, but I'm his brother, man. I'm gonna give him a pep talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. He gives me the same thing before I used to go on stage. You know what I'm saying? I say that to say this. The halftime show, nobody did anything too much to take away from the next person. When it was their time, they fucking did their shit. You know what I mean? They did it to the point where they didn't try to outshine another. They wanted you to look at M's performance. They wanted you to look at Kendrick's performance, which people don't talk about Kendrick's performance enough, by the way. Which to me, Kendrick's is, as far as performance went, Kendrick's was the best of that halftime show in my eyes. I don't know how y'all feel, but man, I just love Kendrick's energy, his selection, his aura, and we haven't seen Kendrick in forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just felt overall, like I felt the visuals could have been a little better because I've seen better visuals in the last couple Super Bowls.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I think
I just felt like with the talent, we didn't need the visuals. That was just my opinion of it. Like,
but what I did need, I did need Randy's Donuts.
Yes,
I was looking for that.
Yes,
I was like, oh man, when the shit started coming up because all you see is Dre at first. I thought, oh for sure, and I know it was a whiteout, but I was thinking, oh for sure.
They're
at
least
some
gonna
point,
have a donut.
The donut's gonna come up. I was waiting for the donut. The donut never happened. That's a staple. But still, man, Crip walking. You know what I mean?
Right.
On the deal, bro. And when Dr. Dre, when he got on that motherfucking piano and hit him with the. That's a little jokey joke.
I wish I had headphones where I could have heard that just now.
But. Rome, I'm looking at you right now. I'm just picking you out of the bunch. All right? When you hear that, when you hear that fucking piano go, tell me it does not, there's only one or two things you're going to think about. You're going to think about Dr. Dre, three things. You're think about the song exactly, just the song. You're going to think about Training Day. When that motherfucking Monte Carlo,
that corner, yeah.
We in the office. When he tells we in, hey Jake, we in the office, and just West Coast, period. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you think. That's one of them legendary beats. Iconic, yeah. Where as soon as you hear it, that's like, and a lot of things happen with Dre. That's like when somebody goes, hey. Right. Everybody, no matter where you ask, gonna go smoke weed every day. Yep. You know what I mean? That's iconic shit, bro. When you hear doom 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 M, one shot. I don't give a fuck who. I know I'm bad at the beatbox. Yeah. I'm bad. My bad. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. You was with me. I'll take that one. I fucked up. I fucked up a little bit. I should have practiced.
I was gonna start spitting, but then I was like, I don't want to.
I should have practiced. You know what I mean? But
we knew what you was
fucking iconic, bro. That's iconic. So back to the M, and I want to give M his flowers too, because why not that song?
It was.
He has doper songs. Trust me.
That song was perfect.
Come on.
For a Super Bowl?
Yes.
That was perfect.
Because it's been synonymous with sports. Mm-hmm. Has it not? Has that song not been synonymous? So it was perfect.
I love the Forgot About Dre.
Forgot about Dre. Yeah. How he first came out to that quick little. Yeah. Come on, man. That was the first time we seen him. People forgot about that.
They freaked it, yeah.
That's the first time we seen him. Right?
In general?
In a minute.
No. I'm talking about Forgot About Dre.
No, Slim Shady.
I thought Slim Shady came second.
Nope.
No, My Name
is.
That was first.
That came before?
Yeah.
I was very first.
Okay, I'm tripping. My bad. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
No, Chronic 2001 came out before M's.
No.
sir.
Hey, where's our Google guy?
Lloyd.
No.
I can
M
promise
came out
you.
first.
Yeah.
Because
I can promise you. For
M is
sure.
on the Chronic 2001.
And then they
Yeah.
did the Up in Smoke tour.
Yeah.
That was
M came out first.
Dre,
M dropped first, and then they did
Snoop,
2001.
Exhibit, I believe.
Because M is on 2001.
I was too young to go to that.
Yeah,
tour.
M's on 2001.
Right. And we had
My
already
name
known.
is-
We had already knew. We was waiting for him to be on
Google guy.
2001. We
Lloyd.
was wondering
Scream it out.
if he was going to be on 2001. He is. Yeah.
1999, and that's the same year that Chronic 2001.
96. Slim Shady came out.
Oh, it says right here 91. I'm sorry. You might. Oh, that's a Slim Shady LP came out in 1999.
That's that Android phone.
Right.
It's an Android phone.
You should ask Siri.
Yeah.
Nah,
Get an Apple,
up.
get some facts.
But yeah, no, I had bad facts on that. I had
told you from the beginning.
I had 19 Crimes, Cali Rose, Snoop Dogg.
I mean, you
facts
are,
on that one.
I want to give you love though. You are definitely the smartest guy on the podcast. You just slipped.
I am. I'm usually really good with quotables and times and shit like that. I remember everything. I'm
now
usually
you could
pretty
probably
good at that.
spit every lyric off of that album.
I probably could, but we're not gonna do that today
But you were a little
because it's not my
you
day.
were off.
It's Dre Day.
Yep, Mikey's smarter than you.
That's 100% fine. That's
say
nobody's ever
smarter.
debated that. Nobody's ever debated that. But yeah, man. So the Queen Mary, because I know where you want to go, and we can get out the Super Bowl. But I wanted to come in here, bro. Y'all think I'm.
I know.
See, I'll listen, and I'll pay all my money for my N words today. I don't care, bro. I brought my Chucks out and everything. I want to go take a trip out to Cali right now, bro. After watching that halftime show, man, that shit was lit. And then you know who was out there? You know who the fuck was out there?
Everybody.
You know who was out there. If you know, you know.
I know who was out there.
Tino Amayo was out there cooking.
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 Fish tacos.
West Coast. Oh, man, I'm playing my joint. Y'all.
There you go. Yeah, that's appropriate.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to pause for the calls while I put my shoe back on. Y'all listen to this shit.
I'm from the D,
we
but I love LA. Palm trees and
Oh, this my shit. We don't get flagged. This my shit. Shout out to DJ Geese.
Yeah, sexy little mother.
Sly Piper, Dan Montana.
Cali style.
Hollywood.
Every day I get up in the morning.
I thought you were gonna get
Loving
started.
my baby.
y'all need some headphones.
The way you
Y'all would be doing this right now.
get up in that. The way I shoot.
I don't know if I'd be doing that.
Real good.
Mikey, come on, you can do it, Mikey. You can do
I
it.
couldn't help myself
That move was like DJ Big Mike.
in my blood.
Y'all don't even know it. I'm not gang affiliated, but y'all can't see my feet. I'm rip walking while I'm sitting down right now.
You're not really crip walking. You like
Quick.
rip walking. But
I
what?
think I'm addicted to the West Coast.
Magic guy.
He gonna play the whole damn thing. He don't give a damn.
Motherfucking West Coast.
West Coast. That can't be
6 O's on the third. No, I don't give a fuck. It's the Snoop shit. It's the Snoop shit. It's the Snoop wine. Oh, is this me?
It's the prince of the city, and I'm back up in this.
Okay, all right. No. We gotta stop that
Can the
shit.
listeners hear this?
Yeah, they hear all this shit. When my verse comes on, we gotta stop because y'all gotta pay for that shit. I'm still not getting
Whoa.
royalties and shit like that. I'm still trying to get my shit from a certain manager I had.
I think
And-
I still own that verse.
No, first of all, you don't, because that was made in I love mentioning this. This is at the Aftermath Studio in Atlanta, Georgia, at Doppler Studio with Sly Piper and Dan Montana.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm shameless name dropping. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, hold on, no. The first time you dropped that verse, you dropped it in Underground Productions.
Okay, now you're telling too many. Now you're telling too many fucking secrets.
And I paid for that studio time. Boom, I own that.
No, you just paid for the studio time.
I need $12 tonight. $12 and you can have it.
One of them
You can
got
have
a
your
copy.
masters back.
Not one.
Ain't neither one of them got a copy of it.
I do,
You want to know who I know?
because you're the only one that's got a copy. You got a lock and key. See, Rome's really good about having.
Listen,
We'll be sitting there kicking it,
Rome's
right?
smart, man.
We'll be sitting there kicking it over at
Rome
Mike
has
Sports or
everybody's
something.
masters.
And all of a sudden, like, he'll take over
All
the.
you need.
I'm like, oh, you
I'm
ain't
still
heard
on
that?
aux cord shit, but
like,
he'll take
"That's
over the
me."
Bluetooth. And all of a sudden, we'll be kicking it, and there'll be some regular shit going on, some regular music. And all of a sudden, you hear Damazol Leonard, Call him ICAs. You hear some of our old shit, and you're like, how in the fuck you got that? When he hit us with
And
the
he'll-
bottles of Patron. Shout out to Uncle Paul.
But
Bottles
hold
of
on,
Patron.
but he'll take a joint that we did what 15 years ago,
I take that acapella.
and throw a remix on it
Yeah,
and
put a
fuck
beat on
everybody
it.
up.
Oh,
Hey, and it'd be funny.
And he owns that
I
too.
play it, they be like,
Because I know the lyrics, but it,
They be like,
the beat
"That's
don't
me."
match. Yeah.
oh no. Here's the best. Here's the best. He'll play some
so
shit that
great.
we thought was a throwaway that was in the pre-production studio. Y'all remember the pre? He'll take some shit from that, and we'll be like, and then he had already remixed it and all that. We thought it was a throwaway. We'd never hear
banger
that
now.
verse again, and he turned it into a. He's got other people featured on it and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is
You
this?
see
people?
Rome
That's
just
true.
collecting
That's
checks
true.
over here.
No, that's true shit. That's
true.
real
You're telling
true
me.
shit. That ain't for the ambiance of being funny on the show.
That is
That's
facts.
fucking real facts, man.
Rome's
Eh,
getting publishing checks over here.
yeah. I don't know where my shit's at. I gotta call
That's that
Apple my
mailbox
goddamn
money.
self.
Look, Rome hooked up the first Totally Focused Entertainment 360 deal, and I own Totally Focused Entertainment, and I didn't have anything to do
Ain't
with
get a
it.
check. Ain't get a
you know
check,
what's
man.
crazy though? Here's the crazy thing. Because we would have all that music, and then somehow I mean, we got music right now we can't find. Classics.
Like, wonder what happened to it.
Nobody got it.
Kevin. Kevin got everything.
Yeah. Oh, other than Kevin, yeah. But we would, you would have it in your computer, and then somebody get a new computer, or you know what I mean, or you would have it somewhere stored somewhere.
You want
And
you
then
know
somebody get something
you
else.
want to know what just happened?
What?
You just basically dated us because we've been
dated, bro.
no. Our shit was on MySpace, bro. That was the problem.
Hold on.
We didn't have shit on flash drives. We had shit burnt on
Hold on.
CDs.
Hold on.
We had
Hold on.
shit burnt on CDs.
I got something else for
We
you.
have music on CD on MySpace.
Rome's album, When I Called Kevin, guess what it was on?
ADAT.
ADAT.
That makes sense though, because a lot of people like using the old style of recording.
Yeah, that shit was on ADAT. Mikey, do you know what an ADAT is? It's like a big ass VCR tape for music.
Yeah. You know what, man? If y'all ever
Trick
Yeah.
know about them ADATs.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
It was the same size as remember a beta?
Yeah.
VCR on the beta was the same size as a beta tape. It looked just like a little beta tape. And it was ADAT.
Yeah, that's wild.
I like
Thanks for
there's-
bringing us back, T.
There's
I appreciate it.
There's a documentary on Netflix, and it has like, I think the first episode. Hey, calm down, trucker. That has
That's a busted up escort. That ain't a truck.
oh yeah, with the yeah, they ain't going nowhere with the shifting gears with the big pipes. But it has like, I think the first one's like Logic, and they got one on the Nas, Dave East, all this stuff. Well, anyway, they have one on Just Blaze. I can't remember the name of it because this Snoop Dogg shit. But Just Blaze. So this piece of the documentary is on Just Blaze, and he has every piece of equipment he's ever worked on at his mother's basement.
Yeah,
And it's the dopest thing. I'm talking about some old shit. Like, I could start naming shit, and none of us in this room would know what it is. But the true producers know exactly what the fuck it is, and people still use it to this day. But
He
yeah.
broke out the Casio.
Yes. Yeah. And that wasn't even the most impressive. Yeah. Shout out to M. Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to Kendrick. Shout out to the Queen Mary. The Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen.
No
Queen Mary.
disrespect.
Mary J. Blige.
50.
And 50. And Jay-Z for putting it all together. And
Jay,
I'm
what did it tell you?
Yeah,
yeah,
Hov.
he's actually the one that.
know.
So yeah, he signed a deal with the
I won't
NFL
throw it
last
up, but
year
I'll nod.
to start doing the talent for the halftime performances and all this other stuff. Now, Big Mike, you brought up a very good point that we talk about all the time. Do you remember what that was before I cut you off because we was crip walking?
Was it the best halftime show of all time?
That part.
Yep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm putting this one in my top 5.
You wouldn't be able to come back in this room if you didn't, but okay.
Bro.
You didn't have to say the best, but if you didn't put it in top 5, you.
Oh, it's definitely in my top 5. It's probably 3.
So what's one?
Prince.
Yes.
Definitely Prince. He did Let's Go Crazy, Thunderstorm, Craziness. We've talked about this before.
Actually, when Mikey was on.
Definitely. Like, I went through and
Last time you were on the
watched a
podcast.
bunch. Yeah. I went through and watched a bunch, and I'm like, oh, this was amazing. Another one, too, I think a lot of people forgot about, Michael Jackson. Fire.
Those were the two I was gonna bring up.
To me,
Fire.
Michael Jackson's not in my top 5, but
Woo.
he's a honorable mention
No, I'm going to
for
put it.
halftime show.
We forgot about Beyonce when she brought out Destiny's Child.
Okay. Well,
That was one of my favorite ones.
when
We ain't gonna talk about.
so, oh no, we're not just gonna keep naming them. We'll talk about them.
Yeah.
So last time he was on the podcast for the Christmas special, and we had some call-ins.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyner.
So
the
I was
pirate-
thinking, I remember that story, but
Yeah.
I was thinking it was on their show. But yeah,
Yeah, no,
Prince said "Make It Rain Harder."
yeah, that whole story.
sure.
So for all the listeners and viewers out there, if you go back to our Christmas special, we had a 3-part Christmas special. Mikey Shu was on one of the specials, and we had Lunatic
Part
Kieran.
3 or 4.
I don't even remember which parts it were. Yeah, it was part 3.
Whatever the last
It was the last one of
whatever
of 2021. And Tyner, the Pirate Chef, and Science Scott called in from the Shit Gets Deep podcast. Shout out to them. And he was telling us a story. We won't repeat the story. We want you to go back and listen to it because it's a dope episode. But he was touching on the whole the backstory behind Prince's performance at the halftime show when it was raining and Purple Rain. It was just some real gangster shit. But I agree,
And
man. Purple Rain.
I'll give you another one too that people seem to forget about. You had Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno Mars. That shit was fire.
Bro,
We ain't gonna talk about Janet Jackson's titty.
top 5.
I mean, you can't talk about halftime
top 5.
without bringing it up.
That was-
I'm not saying it's got to be your top 5.
That was a great performance. I think the titty overshadowed everything.
But it was a great performance. First of all, it was a moment. It was a moment in pop culture. You know what I mean? But
I don't think it was one of the best
So okay, you're
performances.
right. It's not to me. You're right.
I'm
it's
not
not.
saying, but I feel
not
like
top
it's got to
5.
be talked about.
Oh
not-
yeah,
yeah,
When you
but
talk about halftime.
You're right. Because it maybe
I
not
don't
top 5
remember the
performances.
performance. Like you said, it overshadowed because you just think the end and see your titty. That's it. I think I was young at the time.
Did you see the titty too?
I still YouTube that.
I saw that.
You was in high school. I was right out of high school. I seen it live. I seen it. I was at Ham's
I
house.
said, what the?
I was at Ham's house on his 50-inch, which at that time 50-inch TV was fucking huge, and we all was like,
That's when I had my 27 inch.
everybody did this,
Sitting real close to it though.
and then the lights went out. Remember the lights went out
Yeah.
right after the titty came out. The lights went out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't remember.
And we
that.
all
Got
just,
that.
yeah. No, the lights went out as soon as, right after the titty pull, the lights went out. And I remember everybody at Ham's house, we all like, was just quiet. We all looked at each other like, and then the place erupted. Janet Jackson's titty!
It was magic.
And it is a top 5 moment of
Yeah, I'm
Super
not
Bowl
saying performance.
halftime.
I'm just saying you got to talk about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about halftime.
Not the best performance, but
Yeah.
yes, it definitely is.
I don't even know if she sang a song.
Right. What was she
You
saying?
knew about that titty.
That's
That
all
titty
I-
with the star on it though, didn't you?
Titty had some tape on it.
Had something.
Bruno, you brought up Bruno Mars, and that's always been my number one. My number one halftime show. Bruno's actually in 2 of my number one my top 5. Bruno's actually in 2 of them. When Bruno did the set himself, well, him and his band. To me, Bruno Mars. I can't wait to go see Bruno Mars. I was supposed to go see Bruno Mars, and it was either. So for a present, it was either go see Bruno Mars or fly out to Arizona to visit some family, and I chose the flight because. Well, for one, like the Bruno Mars tickets actually cost more than
2 flights.
2 flights. Yeah, like it was nuts. It was
it's
like
crazy.
it was like $800, man. It was crazy. But man, I watch them cats on YouTube and shit all the time. Their band is on fucking point, and now they got fucking Anderson .Paak with them. Like they're on fucking point. But when he hit the drums, hit the piano, hit the guitar, all that, you know what I mean? That was the year he did the Grenade. I think he did that song. He did about 3 joints, man, and killed it. And his band is fucking incredible. You talk about somebody some people that are in sync and know how to play their role to the fucking T. Their performance is off the chain.
Yeah,
I'll
to
give that one.
me, Bruno Mars is the best performer out right now. No questions asked.
No questions.
Like there's, to me, there's
as
nobody.
as a show to watch.
yeah, there's nobody that can fuck with him.
And now he's got Anderson .Paak with him. Like, come on.
Yeah, I like him.
And Anderson .Paak, shout out to him too, because he was actually the drummer at the halftime show. He was a special guest drummer. You know what I mean? The other Bruno, the Beehive's gonna be mad at me. But Bruno
Don't
Mars.
say it.
I said it. I'm gonna say it. First of all, who was on that? Coldplay or no? Not
Coldplay.
Coldplay. Was
Yeah.
Coldplay on that one?
Coldplay.
Coldplay didn't have no business being there. Sorry.
They
And
got
I
pushed to
actually
the
like
side.
Coldplay. I really do. Like I'm.
Well, they just got
I'm not
over.
bullshitting.
They
they're
were
good.
overshadowed. They were overshadowed.
They didn't fit the bill because when Bruno came and started battling Beyonce, who won? Because Bruno and his whole gang, this is the one thing, and You like battle rap like I do. All it takes is one hiccup. That's all it takes in a performance. It's that live shit. You gotta fucking bring it.
Beyonce slipped. She slipped.
Bruno and them never went off point with choreography. I don't even know how to say this shit. I've been drinking this Snoop Dogg wine.
19 Crimes. Shout out.
Choreographed set, whatever.
Cali Rose.
Yeah.
West Coast.
Yeah. So that's why Bruno, the Beehives will be bad at me. And I'm not saying he's more iconic than Beyonce. We all know he's not. But on a performance scale, come on, man. He killed it on the battle when he was going back and forth. Mm-hmm. He killed it. And then the funniest thing is Coldplay, who didn't dress like any of them. They actually coordinated the black and gold thing. And Coldplay just got in like tie-dye shit like, hey, we're here. Hey, we're here. We're enjoying the show. Right. You know what I mean? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, man. I think that might have been in LA.
But they were.
Or where was that at? It was somewhere
sunny. They was with somebody else, though.
I don't remember anybody else. I remember Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I don't remember who.
Google guy. Red Hot Chili Peppers and halftime show. Who was they with?
Always gonna need a check.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay. Hey, you know what, man? Before we go any further, man, so our cousin, our homeboy, our motherfucking Ace Boone Coon, man, he's over there getting his draw on and everything. He's the one that did the Nipsey Hustle. I'll bring the camera to it. The Nip Hustle behind Rome. He did that. He did a bunch of our clothing that we wore on the show.
The BTT logo.
The BTT logo when you walk in, yeah. Cheat Designs, man. Lloyd Cheatham Jr. Y'all go check him out.
Facts.
We've talked about him. What's that?
Bruno Mars, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Woo!
Together?
Oh, so that was Bruno and Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's why I must have liked it so much. No.
Yeah.
Was it? So he's been 3. Bruno's been 3?
He's been 3. Wow. 3 of my top 5.
Well, Bruno Mars, we need a fucking check. When's your new album coming out? Let's go.
Bruno Mars is not checking for us.
Oh, he watches us.
Maybe B.O.B. Y'all remember his first joint when we first found out about Bruno Mars with B.O.B.?
Yes. What was the name of that?
He fell off, didn't he? B.O.B.
No, that's Bob. Hey, how you do that in Atlanta? Bro, he's still doing shit. He actually plays the hell of it. He does different music now, bro. He's playing the guitar and rapping. It's fucking incredible. He's a musician for real. But yeah, he did kind of. No, you're right, Mikey. I was trying to save him a little bit.
No, I just haven't heard nothing from him.
Yeah, he's in somebody's basement. I don't know.
He was on social media not too long ago in a white wedding gown.
Yep, sure was.
Yeah. So
that's not B.O.B.
That's Kid Cudi.
That's Kid Cudi.
Oh, that was Kid Cudi?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
My bad.
I be confused.
Sorry, Kid Cudi. Sorry, B.O.B.
Yeah.
It's crazy cats are doing
The Way You
stuff
Are.
like
The
that.
Way You Are. You're so amazing. Oh no, that's a whole different song. Sorry, I'm on my Bruno shit. Stop singing. It's the fucking 19 Crimes, bro. I've considered 19 of them.
They need to cut us a check.
Can you please have an 8 Mile drink?
Something,
because that will probably bring you back. Yeah, because you on some bullshit right now.
You're right. I'm on bullshit. Listen, I admit when I'm on bullshit. I don't even remember the song because I've been drinking this shit. But yeah, Bruno was the shit. Rome, because you've been back there quiet than a motherfucker. Tell me.
No, I don't.
Halftime? Who you got?
I would go with this last one. If I would have to say my favorite, it probably was this one.
That's your number one?
Yeah. My favorite.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You get a golfer's clap.
Dope.
Yeah.
It was dope from start to finish.
Yeah, I like that.
And that was our era. I resonated with it.
We don't want to talk about the weekend.
Where were you at?
I mean, his performance was fire.
Bro, that was underrated.
His performance.
Everybody was mad at it.
The weekend.
Well, let me just say this: the visuals were fucking amazing. I'm just gonna say that.
It's The Weeknd, bro. He's the most underrated R&B artist right now. Like as far as relevant R&B artist, to me, he's the most underrated right now.
Did y'all have to see that or know what happened with that music and Anthony Hamilton?
I
haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet neither.
You heard anything? I ain't watched it either, and I haven't heard anything.
Nope.
So
Nope. And I don't even know because I
like
love.
They kind of two different kind of musics though.
That's
what it seemed like.
It's different.
To compare.
But to me, man, Sister Big Bone, dog. Come on, man. Anthony Hamilton, Cornbread Fish. He's got a song called Cornbread Fish and Collard Greens. Like this shit is fucking crazy. He's a whole vibe.
His music.
His fucking best shit Denzel Washington movie where he plays
Oh, when he's in the club. Yes.
they're slow dancing when he first meets his wife.
Yes.
When Denzel Washington with
What was that?
American Gangster.
Yes.
know my Denzel movies.
American Gangster.
Yes.
When he's in the club, and that's who's singing in the background when he first meets his wife, and he asks if, do you need somebody to take you back to your seat? Anthony Hamilton's playing. Now that song right there, put that motherfucker on.
Bro.
See if you don't get some Valentine's Day.
Listen, I don't even know if Rome's ever paid attention to it. During dinner music, I have the Jazz All Stars.
Yep.
They did like 2 Anthony Hamilton albums. I played the shit out of that.
Yep. I paid
Put me on.
I'm gonna turn you on to that.
Put me on to that. Come on, Charlene.
Charlene? Yes.
Charlene?
Yes.
Charlene. Mikey, I don't know if you know about this, bro.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a playlist. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in the crib, bro. You're gonna start.
He's heard it.
Charlene,
Listen,
come on, man.
What is it?
If I start singing, it's gonna be crazy.
You might have another riot.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna ask because we've been talking about that. So it's like,
You might have another
is this
riot.
playlist
I don't
gonna?
know what you gonna call him. Shotgun?
Huh?
New baby called Shotgun?
Oh, he's gotta have something.
Got riot and Shotgun.
If it's a I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say the names because you know what, and I know it shouldn't piss me off, but it does. Whenever I bump into this guy at the Clam Digger, I'm talking, he's asking me about my wife and family and all this, and I'm like, yeah, my son Riot, and he's like, your son's name's Riot? I'm like, yeah. He's like, my grandson's name's Riot. I'm like, how old is he? 4 months. Like, yeah.
I don't believe it.
And I know his daughter. I'm like, bitch, you jacked.
He did.
My
He
son's
dropped it.
name.
I'm okay with it.
Like I know a few people that's done that.
I tried
I'm
to
like,
edit
what are you
yours out
doing?
last pot.
What, bitch?
Listen,
No. You do you.
right.
Oh.
No.
I apologize. Listen,
No. It's okay.
When you first told me that, I thought it was like a nickname, and then when I found out that was his
No, it's
real
on his
name,
birth certificate.
I literally looked at TJ and was like, "That is the dopest shit I've ever heard."
But
in my life.
I've heard of 2 more since then.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it just pisses me off. I know it shouldn't.
But here's
Somebody's
the
like,
thing.
oh, it should be a compliment. No, fuck you. Go be creative.
Shout out to Riot. What
his
up,
name
Riot?
his name is Riot. His uncle is Trick.
Trick.
Right.
There is a no-fly zone.
And you got to hear it is actually a name that we already came up with for if we have a girl.
Wait.
Like,
I'm gonna stop you because we all been drinking. Because I know your wife in real life. She wouldn't be mad if you say this out. No, because this goes.
I say,
bro,
don't put it out there
Like
yet.
our
No,
podcast
I'm
ain't
just
that
saying.
big, but it's like I don't want her to be like,
No, I'm not
Mikey,
gonna
why
say
you?
his name.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
just saying.
Sorry.
Whenever me and Trick were talking about, he's like, man, if you have another kid, like it's got to be an epic name. You can't like,
Like National Guard.
yeah, you can't call it something,
Well, there's a riot, and you got to bring in the National Guard. I'm
So
just
we
saying.
we had a name for a girl picked out, and Trick was like, it's got to be, and he says the name. I'm like, Unc, that's it. And he's like, you're bullshitting. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
And he's like, perfect.
I don't want you to say.
So if we have a
I
girl-
want to wait.
Yeah, you'll find
I want to
out.
wait.
She's not pregnant right now, though. Let's
Well,
let's
we
not.
gonna give you this.
No.
Listen,
That's gonna change.
we gonna give you this playlist, and then it'll happen.
Yeah, when you get this Anthony Hamilton,
And her birthday's
he's
Friday.
he's going against music. Come on, man.
And that's what I mean.
That's what I said. They said, "Who you picking?" I said,
It's
"Anthony
music.
Soulchild."
Yeah, music tough.
Come on.
Music is tough.
Come on.
man.
Come on.
Tough.
Come on.
So we've
Bro.
been on like a whole music talk this
Yeah,
podcast.
that's pretty much.
And we
what
just
do.
started. We got 4 more hours to go.
Going back real quick, Mike, when you were talking about digging through stuff and how you like sometimes drive you crazy, but you enjoy digging through it now. I always like to do that because once you find an artist, if it's an artist that's been around for 10 years, they're brand new to you. So when you listen to all their old shit, it's still brand new to you.
Yeah.
And it's just you have that enjoyment to listen to it, and it's all still new and fresh. But then my biggest fear too is I feel like my favorite artist is out there somewhere that I'm never gonna hear.
Right.
That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, it's just
Right.
I'll never know.
Yeah, I'll give you a
But-
great example. Like I listen to a lot of what other people tell me. Like Anderson .Paak, for example, he was a friend of mine, Brad, shout out, in Louisiana, told me about him. Started listening to his stuff. Literally the next year, he was the Coca-Cola up-and-coming artist, something, however they do.
Who?
Anderson .Paak on the BET Awards. Like he wasn't even, he had like,
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah.
that. They used to put the up and coming artists.
Yeah.
That's how J. Cole started too.
yeah, so.
As a matter of fact, yeah.
So
Okay.
Brad told me about him. I started researching his music, looking through stuff. feeling it. And then I seen him on Up and Coming Artists, and I was like, this dude's gonna be fucking amazing. And then it's like, then he blows up, and you go, I knew about him 4 years ago.
Right.
You know, I like
That's
I'm one of
part
those
of it
DJs.
too. Yeah, that's part of it. Like
Yeah.
that's part
I'm one of
of
those
it.
DJs that like to break music. Most
Yeah.
DJs don't like to do that anymore. They just want to play what's hot and what's in the top 40. But
But
I
I
love
would-
to break music.
I just fear that my favorite artist is that in some bar in Nashville or
You're probably right.
somewhere
Right.
that it's never gonna blow up and I'm never gonna get to hear it, and that drives me crazy.
You're probably right.
There's a couple of those that I've seen
Yeah.
that you almost crave it, and you're like, please blow up.
Right.
Like and they blew up overseas, and I didn't discover them at all. They were already blown up, but not here in the States, and I don't think they might not ever. But Kieran's cousin is in a band, the Augustines, and it's totally different music. You know what I mean? You guys know I like everything, and they're fucking huge. I've got a chance to hang out with his cousin Eric, man, and just kick the Willy Bobos about music, and they're huge over in Europe. But it's like, how do they never catch on here? They could have been like Foo Fighters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they're on that level.
Right.
I mean, really, they're respected like that amongst the music world. It's almost like Jada and like Styles P and shit. You know what I mean? With the Locks, when they did the verses and stuff, it's like it takes the verses for everybody to really, really like hip hop respected, but for the world to respect them, or at least the United States to respect them.
Right. Yeah.
I want to say something, man, to you. That, first of all, there's two songs, man, that I want to go back to the Anthony Hamilton and
He about to
music.
get
So child.
emotional.
No. I'm just saying that's just feel good music, because Anthony Hamilton has feel good music and music has feel good music. There's two songs, Love.
That's number one.
That's number one.
That's number one.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I almost fucked around and played it. We almost just lost the pod.
Yeah.
But Just Friends, I feel like Just
Crazy.
Friends is one of the dopest.
And he was rapping. If you listen to
he was
Just
just
Friends, he
talking.
rapping.
Yeah.
He's
He ain't
talking to the chick.
I mean, he's singing, the hook and whatnot, but he rapping.
He's talking to
Oh,
the
yeah.
chick,
Oh,
man.
I love it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hard.
That to me, like, if I could tell these youngsters how you rap to girls, you know what I mean?
That's it.
That's how you do it. Not through texting and shit, but if you can
Oh,
rap
man.
to somebody, we can hook up, hang out, just chill before Netflix and chill, and you know what I mean? Get your dick sucked.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
No, this was the Netflix and chill. This is the original Netflix and chill was Music Soul Child. You know what I mean? Just Friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's cool, me and you and your friends can come over. Like if it's cool, like I don't want to bombard. It's almost like with the cancel culture now. Music, this song can resonate to the cancel culture because hey, this is how you approach women now. You make them feel comfortable. You let them know that hey, it's whatever you want to do.
Right.
If y'all
I'm
don't know
okay
what I'm talking
with it.
about, go look up all our viewers and listeners. Look up Music Soul Child. Just Friends, listen to it. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I want you to listen to it. It's the perfect way to get up on a shorty without having to be canceled. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Some of these stars, maybe they should have fucking.
And we're gonna have Mikey singing Love soon because we're gonna put that on the playlist too.
Like
You're gonna sing that to your girl, I guarantee it.
Valentine's
It's
Day
like you
just
guys
happened.
want a
Did you?
new niece or nephew or something like
We looking forward to it.
Valentine's Day just happened.
You getting old, Mikey. You getting old.
33.
Have you ever sung? You've been with your lady for a long time. Have you
We
ever
just
sung
hit
to her?
15 years.
Nice.
Congratulations on that, man. We got to clap it up for that, bro. We really do, man. Have you ever sung to her though? That's
Sung
what I
to her.
I just don't see Mikey singing, but there might be though.
I mean,
you might have sung a Jelly Roll to her, didn't you?
like I sung
Jelly Roll
like,
song? No, I feel like that's you.
I feel like I've sung some like joke stuff to her that's real inappropriate. Like I'll tell you guys later the shit I was saying to her.
Yeah, tell us later, because like I said, I know April in real life. I'm not getting stabbed or getting a fucking straight bullet for you.
But
Love
bro,
you.
one time we were wasted.
Here it comes.
We were wasted trying to write a rap song together. And April, like,
She got bars?
April
she had a bar. But we couldn't get past that one.
April seemed like she
But I
got
was
bars.
like, yeah, I'm like,
Just one though?
so if she's spitting on this, I'm going to have to sing the hook. But I never came up with it.
She
But no,
seems
I've never been a singer.
she seems like if she wrote a full song, it would be on the lines of like palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He's vomiting. Like I can see her doing some M type shit.
I'm trying to think of this verse that she had. I'll think of it and let you know.
What'd you guys do for Valentine's Day?
I just chilled.
Man, we old, man.
Yeah, we chilled.
You
At the
believe in
crib.
Valentine's Day? I don't believe in that.
We don't
foolishness.
even celebrate
You
it.
guys do? I don't do Hallmark days.
No, we don't.
Yeah, I mean, we just chilled at the crib, cooked some dinner. I surprised my wife with a card and flowers. I don't think she thought she was getting anything, so I actually dipped out early in the morning, and as she was getting things together in
No,
the
I
house,
didn't mean to laugh about that.
I just dropped off some flowers and a card and made her day.
What I was laughing about was when me and April first got together, I didn't even have a job, right? So we got together February 7th. So the week later is Valentine's Day, and I went to Kroger. I scrounged up some cash, and I got her a rose and a cupcake. Well, she was living all the way out in Carlton. I got hungry on the way out there.
No,
And ate that cupcake. But it had a ring on top of it, so I gave her the ring.
Wow, this has been a BTT
I swear, like, I'm
exclusive.
embarrassed to even say it, but yeah.
I see why you had to chuckle to yourself.
That's why I started laughing, because I started thinking about, like, shit. And then her
Wait,
birthday.
does she know?
No, she know. Yeah, of
Oh,
course
okay.
I
I was
told
about
her.
to say
I
because
said, listen,
we might have to edit that part out.
I
Like,
said this ring came with the cupcake, but it's a long ride out to Carlton.
But the crazy shit, he said she lived all the way out in Carlton. Like that's not just like 8 miles
Right, 4 blocks.
from Monroe.
It was snowy.
Yeah, but
that
how we
day,
do
so
in
we had to
Monroe?
go real slow.
yeah, but how we do in Monroe though is Carlton, like to us, is like a whole different world.
But then her birthday
Run
is
out
the
of time.
18th, right? So we had the 14th, then the 18th is her birthday.
Oh, you was fucked up.
And it's the shortest month. So I'm like, this is always.
Damn, you took some bottles back, huh?
No, I'm not bullshitting you, Mike. I did.
I believe
I had to take
That's
my
your money.
bottles back,
And
my
I want it
aunt's
now.
and my mom's. And then I ate that
Oh,
cupcake.
shit.
But that's the best love, man. That's
No,
the
I
best
mean,
love when you have to
She
scrounge
kept
up.
me around.
I'm gonna keep it a whole buck, man, a whole beam, man. Like for real. And I seen this episode. I don't even know what sitcom it was, but I just remember them talking about they'd rather be broke. It might have been a Martin episode. It was something where they was like they went back to being broke because that was their best times. That was their favorite times. They got money and all of a sudden shit fucked up. And I'm not saying take my money away. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that does make sense because all you have is those type of memories. Like it's not about like it's all about y'all too.
Yeah, memories are better than gifts, my opinion.
I gave her some love coupons too.
That's what.
Oh, that's a go-to
what
when you
it
broke.
do.
Hand wrote.
I was gonna say yes. If you hand wrote them, money.
One was just
money.
whatever.
Money.
When you go back to being
You
a
can't
kid,
lose.
Whatever.
You can't lose.
you didn't have money when you was a kid. So what you do? You wrote that chore list, them coupon chore books. Tell me y'all didn't write it. Come on, y'all know y'all wrote a coupon chore book for Mother's Day.
Oh no.
No,
I wish I would. I feel like a bad.
Whoa.
That's
This
I
is
feel like I
me.
let my mom down now.
bro. That's that privilege shit. I just had chores. I ain't,
We all have chores, but just the
But, like,
fact that
something extra special?
something that she can rip off and say, "Here you go." You know what I mean? Today I want you to do this. Well, you already got to do it,
you didn't have chores.
bro. I did too have chores.
What'd you do?
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you fucked me up.
Next subject.
I did when I did.
It was a thought that
later on.
counted.
When I was
Thought that
11, I
counted.
started having chores. You right?
Right.
Because you moved out. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you
We're
want me
trying
to
to
do?
get right on
I,
chores now.
I had chores at like 6 months. You know what I mean? Wash your own body.
You're the
All right,
oldest.
feed yourself.
That's true.
Guess what? That's what comes with being the oldest, and this is what comes with being the youngest. What the fuck you want?
You ain't shit.
You're the baby too.
Fuck yeah.
Me too. Sometimes me and April be fighting. She's like, "You can tell you're the baby." I'm like, damn.
You can.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, no, I feel like it is.
Yeah, you can. Privilege.
But
Young privilege. Not white privilege, black privilege, no. Young privilege. You had young privilege.
oh, my grandma.
No, because on the same token, no, we talked about this last pod. On the same token, there's a lot of shit that I couldn't do because you already fucked it up.
I didn't fuck it
Or
up.
Deidre fucked it up, or somebody fucked it up for me. Well, Deidre fucked a lot of things up. Deidre's a fucking gangster. But what I'm saying is, you know what I mean? It's fucked up. So by the time I got it, the trick no good.
Well, by the third kid, usually parents don't care. If the first kid get it the worst.
No. TJ was spoiled ass, right?
No, what I mean is by the third kid, they be spoiled because parents
Yeah.
be like,
Right, go do your
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Be home.
Yeah, don't
sometime
burn the
tonight.
house down.
Yeah.
Because that first kid, you be all, trying to pamper them and stuff, and you see how resilient and tough they is. And that second one, usually that's why I'm talking about middle child syndrome. That second one get a little bit of it, but by the third one, you're like, look.
Man, I had a real
You
fucked
telling
up
the oldest one, watch your brother, watch your sister.
before I came here
You know what I'm
today.
saying?
Before I came here today,
But
the first oops moment, man.
what was the oops?
My baby Charlotte, man, she fucking. I had her standing up on this little thing that she pushes, and I was holding her so she don't fall back. But she got excited because she was having fun, and she tried to reach for something and reach with both hands and just straight slipped right off of the and bust her lip. It was the first time she had her lip busted, bleeding.
Hurt your heart.
Bro, I almost didn't make it to the pod.
Crush, right.
She gonna whoop
I
your
was the
ass.
last one here. Y'all know everybody in here was here before me.
Hurt your heart.
That was why, bro. Hurt my heart.
She gonna whoop your ass. She gonna be the roughest one now.
No, you know what though?
She gonna put you
She is a
on
very
some
No,
shit.
she cried for a second
Yeah.
just until somebody was like, recognized that she cried. We wiped the blood, it stopped bleeding, and then she went about her fucking business.
That's the worst. Seeing your kid either hurt or like heartbroken.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Bro, I got girls, bro.
Ugh.
Come on, man. Come on.
Especially
let's
when you,
not-
especially when you
Boy,
slam
man,
her
it
head
don't
into
matter.
something.
I already
was
dropped
already
it. I already
soft.
dropped a tear about the halftime show. You think I'm not going to drop a tear and
Bro.
bust a couple shots
I was
over
already,
a heartbreak?
I was already soft before I had him, and after him, I could watch a sad commercial and start crying. I'm not
Does
kidding.
that? Hey, you know what made me feel good? And I reference Drink Champs a lot on this podcast because it is one of my favorite podcasts to watch, other than Lunatic Radio Show, Shit Gets Deep, and Brain Jerk. But gotta plug them. Those are my guys. But I do like
All
to
of
watch
them, man.
Drink Champs, and Styles P and Havoc was just on it because they got a joint thing together, and Styles was talking about how much of a crier he was. And he was like, but he owned that shit up. And he was like, bro, I cried at the Avengers. Like, but the way he said it, he was like, oh, I'm a crier. He goes, no, dog, I get busy. And it sounded so cool. And I was like, I'm okay with being a crier too. Like, I'm okay. Like, if Styles P says it's okay, and I've been okay with being a crier because, well, the only reason I'm cool with it though is because I can never cry. I can never cry more than this man sitting across from us.
Rome, you be crying?
Why everybody look at you? That's
If you don't watch, if
Listen.
you have kids and watch John
Yeah,
Q and
I'm-
no
No.
cry in
He
that
don't.
movie,
No. He doesn't cry for shit like that. No. Have you ever seen Boys in the Hood? Remember Trey from Boys in the Hood?
Motherfucker.
That's a crying moment.
Hey, Anthony Hoskins, I know you listening out there, man.
no, he did not.
Next
cry.
time you see Chemo, we gonna call him by his old school name. Next
No,
time
he
you
did
see
not.
Chemo,
Damn, you went
dude,
Conant Street?
Yeah, I went Conant. I went Conant Ave on you. Next time you see Chemo, make sure you hit him with the
Action. He was there.
I know that's why he loves doing the chemo.
Yeah, he was there.
Have you ever been watching the movie though with your girl or your kids or something, and then maybe it's an emotional moment and you feel that mug swell up and you're like, I know I ain't. What the
That's when I got to get up
Yeah.
and get some
Kinda look to the
chips.
side.
Oh, I got to go to the bathroom real quick.
I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
No, this how you do it. You be like, man, shit, it's dry as hell in here. You know, got my eyes fucked up.
Me and April
You can
watching.
feel it too. You can feel it coming. Like, am I crying?
Bro, I do it almost every podcast.
Am I
What the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all don't fucking catch me fucking welling up. Y'all don't ever catch me? I'll do good then. I well the fuck up.
I cry when I laugh.
We were watching
That's when I
something,
cry.
and
I'm
me and
laughing
April
so
were like
hard.
fighting over who could hold Riot. We were both just crying and wanting to hold him. There's something sad about a baby.
Y'all ever back in the day cry to like when you're in like middle school or high school or something, y'all cry to try to show like your soft side because you're trying to get on a chick. I tried it one time, it didn't work. I was done with it. I was like, oh fuck you.
I mean, I don't
And
see
for
how-
crying.
I don't
It was
see
the
how that-
Titanic. We went to see the Titanic. See, that's how old I am. Titanic was out when I went
to the movie to see it.
to the movie to see it. I think I was in middle school,
Got
and I
some titties.
tried to.
I was a kid then. That was like 90.
I forgot all about. She has titties. Whoa. Huh?
Her name was Rose in the movie.
Rose,
but
man. Rose from Titanic.
What's her real
Crazy,
name?
man.
What's her real name?
I
No,
don't
her
remember
real
that.
name is Rose McGowan, right?
I don't remember. I think it is. But I
Yeah.
don't remember that part. When
What did she
saw
say?
Hey,
in the
no
movie?
disrespect to Rose, the person that died, or no, she didn't die, but
She did die
the actress.
at the end.
yeah, like at
is
like
her
155 years old, she died. I'm not saying that okay, fuck it. I don't
Listen,
remember the
I
actor's
don't know
name.
what year it
The
was, but
actors
I know
had
as
some
a
titties.
kid, and it was
And
great.
And you seen some titties.
I loved it.
Oh yeah, because you're younger than me. Yeah, so you was in like elementary and you seen the titties.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was great.
Good for you.
Mikey liked titties.
And I was
Nothing
sitting
wrong
on
with
the
that.
other side. We went as a family. I sat on the other side of my dad, so it's not like my mom or my sister could try to block my eyes. My dad's like, yeah, boy. Because I remember they tried to do that. You got to close your eyes. I ain't close my eyes. Turn this movie.
Bro, you know how many times I was awkwardly closed my eyes because nobody told me to? Bro, I grew up right. First of all, by the time I was 11 or 12, I lived right next to where you live now. We won't say it on camera, but
Directly next door.
Yeah, Mikey is my dad's. Used to be my dad's neighbor, and bro, we had the motherfucking. I don't know what statute of limitations are with cheetah boxes, but we had a fucking cheetah box, bro.
Oh, yeah,
so we had a Playboy channel. Like, we had Cinemax, all that shit. Bro, I seen the titties way before I was supposed to.
Late night?
Bro, all that shit. And that was, so me and my dad's thing was every Friday, we would watch Def Comedy Jam. I'm talking about from 92, when I was like 7, 8 years old, all the way till Def Comedy Jam stopped the first time, I think like 96 or something like that. That was my Friday night. Immediately after that, you never know what my dad was gonna watch. And there was titties all the time. And never once did he go, hey man, you gotta go upstairs, or hey man, you know how the basement used to be,
Right.
hey man, you gotta go upstairs, or he never said, hey, you gotta close your eyes. I was just watching titties. So then when I'm around my mom, doing a whole bunch of shit right now. Then when I'm around my mom, I feel like awkward because if some titties jump off, or especially at grandma's house, Grandma Betty's house, like they'll be watching a movie, some titties jump on, and like I'll like cover my eyes or something. Nobody ain't said shit, and I'm thinking, why is nobody telling me to close my eyes?
Bro, you don't want to watch it.
They getting busy.
They know you stayed with Bro Black.
That's yeah. They knew who my daddy was.
They was like, oh,
So awesome cheater box story. So me and my cousins, I mean, you know I'm a big wrestling fan. So all the cousins came over for this big wrestling pay-per-view, turning on the cheater box. Well, the lights went out in the arena, so like the pay-per-view cut off. And there was no like pause. It cut off from wrestling to straight hardcore porn. Like immediately.
Wow.
Like me and all my cousins.
that was Channel 1, wasn't it?
I don't know what it
Either
was.
Channel 1 or 96, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
because as soon as they go off. Yeah, no, you're right. I do remember that
like,
now.
it was-
Yeah.
It was like it was in the first 30 minutes of the wrestling pay-per-view, so it's not like it was at the end of it and then this just came on after 30 minutes.
Or you was 30 minutes in and it just
No,
cut to
because
that?
the arena that the wrestling was at, like the power went out there, so there was no feed to the pay-per-view, so it just cut off from that to just porn.
Right.
Dude, I'll never forget it. Like we're watching this. My mom and aunts are all freaking out. My cousin grabs the remote and just throws.
Was that when fucking Owen Hart died?
No, this was just the power went out.
Oh.
I was watching that one when he died.
I
too,
remember
but you
watching
didn't
that
get
when
to
he
see
died.
it.
Yeah.
I got one as bad or worse, but I won't share it, unfortunately.
No, you don't say.
well, then
First
shut
of
your
all,
ass up.
How do you leave
How
with
do you
that?
do that? How do you leave
That's
with
like I
that?
gotta tell you a
As
secret, but I
bad.
can't tell you.
Or worse.
We'll talk.
Okay.
Hey, you know
we'll
what?
talk about
Hey,
that.
hold on.
Okay.
We'll talk about it off air.
All right, everything's off. Let's hear it.
We'll talk about it off air.
You're not going for the okey doke?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Not.
I just want to let you know your fake turning shit off.
It sucks, don't it?
It's fucking
sucks.
hilarious.
It sucks. You should see my fake DJing when I'm
especially
trying to
since
hit
the
knobs.
light is bright as hell over
Yeah.
there.
Y'all,
He should be like, click, click.
hey,
Is there blood black?
no.
Let's say if it was, answer that call.
That you want the pod to go for 5 hours?
Can you plug him in? Are you plugged in?
Do you want the pod to go for 5 hours?
No, I'm getting ready to leave. I'm getting ready to leave in 10 minutes. So
Live. We recording, bro. We ain't, I'm talking about last week. Tell TJ.
Key to the city. I got more than
That's
that.
my man, though. No, your dad is my man.
No, your
dude, he showed
Walmart
me
story
love.
about him, I still laugh at that.
He shows me love all the time, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
If we just start getting blood black stories, I'll just go all day.
listen, that can be a whole
I need a pod just for that.
a whole nother pod. We should do that.
guys. We should have a segment, and I'm talking as if we're not podding right now, but I don't give a fuck because this is what we do. We should have a whole segment on just because it's first of all, it's my dad, it's Michael's dad. Rome knows him very well. Rome has been part of our family. I mean, we might as well just say family for many, many years. Yeah. Mikey is the homie and his neighbor. So we all have our story, our Bro Black stories. Like we should do like a segment, like almost like how
What Bro Black
oh no, like how Charlie Murphy had stories about Rick James back in the day. Mikey being fucking Bro Black's neighbor, like, and we just put him up like once a month. We put like a White Mike
gotta
and
do
Black
it.
Mike.
I remember that story.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I've been drinking all the. Did anybody else want some more Snoop Dogg?
Nah, man,
I
we
heard my-
we
I-
good, man.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
It hurt my
Hold on.
stomach.
Wait a minute.
Shit.
I brought out the motherfucking County Red too, the black bottle, dog. I'm not fucking around. When I said I was crip walking on this motherfucking podcast tonight, I'm crip
That's
walking
why
on
he
the
was
podcast.
late. That's why he was late. He was looking for this.
No, that was at his house already. I guarantee it.
What's the black bottle?
Red.
Cali Red,
Cali.
Red wine.
Okay.
a Crip with Cali Red. It's dope,
Bro, it's a coalition.
man.
I've had some very and unfortunately like duty with 2 girls, so it's hard being the only guy with 2 girls. You know, when boys, our porn adventures are different than it is for girls. You know what I mean? Like you said.
What'd you say?
I'm scared. I'm
Like he
scared where this
said-
is going.
No. Like T was saying, when he was watching TV with his dad and he sees some titties, it's a little bit different when you're the dad because that's your son. You know what I mean? Where you see some, it's different when you got girls and some porn jump off and you got little girls. You know, so
I don't know what to
that's
do.
why it's completely different.
So it's funny you bring that up, right? So me, April, and her dad are watching Wolf of Wall Street. And in
The fucking opening scene.
bro, the dude just doing a busting line right off this girl's ass.
Actually, that's not what he was doing, but
It wasn't?
no.
I mean, that was pretty early on.
No, he wasn't doing the line.
What was he doing?
The original scene of that is he's actually blowing cocaine into her ass.
Okay, yeah. Regardless. look at the
Cocaine and
situation.
ass was jumping
right.
off.
Right.
So April
Wild
walks into
shit.
the kitchen and just leaves me sitting there with him. I'm like, my father-in-law, I'm like, I mean, this is awkward.
Right.
That's all right.
So then, I think it was the same day we go from April's like, all right, I can't watch this. They turn on Game of Thrones.
Which is a porno.
Porno. This guy walks up to this
Actually,
girl.
it's midget porn. Can I say midget? Or are we still doing that?
You
Little
could.
people?
Little people.
Little people porn. Midget porn's actually like
That's
a real thing.
That's
though.
what JJ gets into.
But that was just as bad.
Sorry, Mikey.
Oh, you're good. But it's just as bad.
Popped off.
April left me again, went in the kitchen.
Well, Game of Thrones was on, but hold on. What episode?
I don't know. He was
Was it when
bust
the
out
imp
a
first?
rag with wiping mess off her face.
Episode 1,
Yeah.
Episode
Big
2,
Opening
episode.
scene.
episode 15, episode
I'm
18.
like, what are we doing? I'm like, can't we watch a fucking
Where's Remember the Titans at?
Right.
Nobody has Remember the Titans on
left
here.
side, strong side? Come on, man. Like,
Nobody has White Men Can't Jump. Nobody has that one. No. All
my
right.
father-in-law was great.
That was a good
Oh
one.
shit!
That was
Wait a
good one,
minute.
too,
That's got
'cause
a
I had
titty in it
titties.
too.
Yeah, that-
What?
That had a side titty. I forgot. White Men Can't Jump had a side titty.
Oh, if we're talking about side titty, Eva Mendes,
Training Day.
Training Day.
That's full titty. Pause it. I did it.
Full?
What
I mean, it was
what
just-
are we doing here?
It's like background. I don't know.
How do we go
It was
from,
background.
from music to halftime shows to porn?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna
confused.
tell you why. Because one of my favorite stories is on the Howard Stern show. No, it wasn't Howard Stern. It was. Remember on Shade 4-5 they had. Yeah, I remember everything, bro. Everything. I'm a fucking listen. What Dorian called me? Norbit or some.
But-
Nor.
Wasn't nobody's ass talking about no damn.
On this
I
one?
got a cup right here. Yeah.
Oh, it's not open.
I just want to take.
Here, I gotta get you.
Oh, it's that fancy one.
I need a corkscrew.
Oh, we fancy around here. We got all that shit. Don't even know where I was going, but yeah. Oh, Eva Longoria. No, not Eva Longoria. Eva Mendes. So G Unit's sitting there. Oh, it's Tony Ayo's show. I Shade 4-5, and they're going down about if they can, bust one girl down. Who would it be? And I think Buck might have been like Eva Mendes, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, right. That was in her height. We're talking years ago. That was in her height. That was before Training Day. Then Lloyd Banks hit him with a Oprah. Everybody was like, Oprah? And this is what he said. He goes, yeah, I'd fuck a bracelet out that bitch. I was like, oh my God, that's fucking genius. Like, you can get some shit from Oprah and get more women because of what she gifted you. I'm tripping. Sorry, I'm the only one tripping.
No, I think Lloyd-
Hey,
you guys
today
got
on
me
Beyond
loose.
the Tracks podcast.
You guys got me loose on this one. I don't give a fuck.
We
Cheers.
ain't get
Hey,
you
hey,
loose.
look, hey, I'm gonna put the camera over there. This is how
He's struggling.
I'm sorry. The first. The first bottle of wine.
I'm over here struggling. I got the.
My bad. The first bottle of wine was a screw cap.
That's all
I didn't know that one was.
That's all good. I think you gotta peel the plastic off first, though. I just didn't know where to start it at.
Hey, this is how you know.
I think if you pour
Hey,
hard enough,
we
it'll
are
just
not
come out.
bougie at all. This is how you know we don't do nothing but drink 8 Mile.
Hold on, this is a
Right.
Oh,
this
there
is
you go.
a this is a this is a twist off cap, and he put a.
No, it
I don't
ain't.
think it's a twist off cap, bro.
No, you got to pull that out because he got one of these old janky ass.
Oh, well, first of all, I brought the bottle. You don't talk about my
Pull
opener.
that shit. Nah, I'm telling you, you got to pull that shit, bro.
This is gonna be the clip from this show. Is
Struggling.
Nah, you don't pull it.
how many
The struggle is real.
How many
I
podcasts
think
does it take?
You're on the right track right there, Rome, I think.
How many podcasts does it take to pop the cork?
Yep. No?
No, you gotta take the plastic off first.
I mean, a good corkscrew will pull right through it.
Well, we're gonna take the plastic off.
Mike must be right, that janky ass corkscrew.
Bro, I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued.
No, it's because we can have some 8 Mile shots.
Ooh, I done had not one drop of 8 Mile today, but it is refreshing.
I just want to let you know, by the time you get that motherfucker open, it's not even gonna be good.
It's gonna have chips and paint chips, pieces of glass. And,
That's how unbougie I am. One time I had to knock the cork
look at that. No, I did
through
bust
it because I couldn't get it out. I had to push it right through.
I did the same thing. I broke it. I literally broke it. Who does that?
What do you mean broke it?
Yeah, he broke the whole bottle, bro.
You
I've
cracked the
seen
bottle?
it. Listen,
do you
guys,
mean?
I've seen this shit on a show where they took a knife, and they do the whole.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that here.
No, it's broken.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Go and throw
No,
that.
it's not.
Look at the side of the bottle, bro.
That means it's fucked up.
It's a little chipped.
Bro, the
What?
glass is broke.
Yeah, and they break the fucking glass when they hit it with the fucking knife.
Oh, it's even got his face on the cork.
Oh shit. Some
You
gangsta
got
shit.
some wine on my pants.
Lloyd, you got something to drink over there, bro?
Go ahead. Wait,
Because
all
you
this
might
trouble.
you might as well drink something
all that
because these
trouble.
bros they
I
about
got
to
a
drink
glass on
glass.
my pants.
They about to drink glass, bro.
No, we ain't drinking no glass.
Talking about a glass of wine.
No, glass doesn't go in there, man. That cork was still in it.
I'm saying
It smells good, actually. It smells good, actually.
Oh man.
I feel like
know
we
what?
just leveled up.
I,
We just
I
leveled
feel
up.
I feel Rome gonna call us tomorrow talking about, bro, I got some GI bleed jumping off. I'm having dark stools, man. What's wrong with me? I'm gonna be like that damn
This
fucking wine.
motherfucker just say dark stools and shit.
Dark, well,
Jesus.
I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse.
Time
It's-
I got something wrong, I'm calling Mike.
Oh, you want to talk about something? We're talking about stools.
No.
So let's talk about let's talk about how hood you are.
No.
You ever eat some beets?
We don't
You
want
don't-
to talk about stool.
You don't know how to. Sorry.
Eat some beets and then talk to me.
Yeah,
I hate beats.
my bad.
Eat some beet chips. They're good.
Wait, beats?
Beets.
Beats. I fuck with beats.
No, Rome makes some hella
grandma.
fire beats. Rome makes some hella fire beats.
Beats, yeah.
Here, we need this.
Drinking glass.
I think we did.
Yeah, man.
It's the bald head nigga from the glass. You catch me wildin' at the ball like problem child in this bitch.
He ain't know it. He ain't got his headphones on.
Nope.
He ain't know it. What's that song?
You
didn't
ain't know it?
By who?
T-Pain.
You ain't know it. It ain't no damn T-Pain because you ain't know it.
Ain't that by T-Pain?
No,
No.
Who is it?
it's not T-Pain.
I
never
keep wanting
made
to
it.
say somebody
Throw it.
else. It's not.
Throw it, throwing that.
Oh
on
yeah.
stage.
He does say
Booty
that.
going
Yeah,
up,
you know it.
down.
You ain't know it. You ain't
That's
know.
what I
Yeah,
was
but
thinking.
there's a song called E. It spells out.
why-
You ain't
yeah.
know it. Nope.
No,
I know what you're talking about.
something like that. I'm glad I
a
won that
one-hit
instead of
wonder.
you did.
Why?
'Cause
It sounds like we
Grab
wrapping.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Are we wrapping up the podcast?
I think we are
Because
because
we've been
I'm
just fucking around
I'm
for
not
like
gonna lie.
20 minutes.
Like I'm not like drunk or nothing
No,
like
it's
that.
family
I'm
movie
just
night.
like
I'm already
I
in
feel
trouble.
good, good enough to like get a really good night's sleep. Not gonna lie.
All right.
I told the wife I'd be home by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
You're lying.
Oh, you're close.
Oh, I did tell her that.
No, what I'm saying is you lied to her.
Yeah, you're close.
Yeah, and I even said, look at TJ's message. Start potting at 6:30, going for an hour. I'm like, all right, be home by 8. 9 o'clock.
You know what the problem is, man?
You better send me that mixtape that you guys were talking about so I can play that when I'm walking in.
Listen, I'm gonna.
You know what I mean?
Love.
This is what took me so long. I was waiting on this download.
Nah, man. Nah, listen. I believe that Mikey's wife behind closed doors is a comedian, man, because I think she be clowning us, bro. I know she be clowning
Let me
us.
say
I
this.
know she does. I know she clowns
All
us.
our wives do. Let me
Yeah,
just-
no.
They all do. 'cause
But a couple times, like we'll be on the phone and
It's
she'll
like
clown
you
us
clown.
while I'm on the phone, and I'm like, damn,
wife be clowning.
April, you couldn't wait for me to get off the phone before you
Well,
started
the
clowning
best
me?
is
kids
whenever
clown us.
the best is when I'm talking to TJ on the phone. And I was talking about something. I'm like, man, I want to do this, but I just don't have time for it. And me and TJ's on the phone for like an hour and a half.
Bro.
And April's like, you guys are bitching that you don't have time to go do something, but you're on the phone chatting like.
And we were
couple
literally
little
starting
girls
off the
about that you
conversation.
don't have time.
There was an event that we were supposed to go to, and we really didn't. Not that we talked during the event. It was like a couple days later, but we didn't have, or a couple days before maybe. You know the event I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say it because I feel bad still about it. But we were supposed to make it to this event, and we really didn't have time. And then his girl just clowned us about, but y'all have time. She talks about us like I talk about the Real Housewives. That my girl be watching this shit. Yeah, that part.
You gone.
Yeah, man.
But Rome, I ain't gonna bring it up either. that story.
I ain't gonna bring it up, but
that story you told us on the way back from the Shit Gets Deep podcast.
oh my god, bro, we as soon as we get out this pod, yes, you don't remember that conversation about how to butter them up.
Oh,
Yeah.
We gotta shut this down because I need it.
God bless,
I
good
need
night.
that story.
Shut it down.
Because when he said, "Oh, I know," you see the look on his face. He said, "Oh."
okay. I mean,
Nope. We good. We good. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank our viewership and our listenership. Thank you, thank you, Mikey Shu and
thank you guys,
8 Mile
always.
Vodka. Your
here.
homeboy George Berkeles, the Tomey brothers, man. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. Also, thank you for what you do for our comedy that we do, man. Thank you, Amayas, for that. Also, Jokes and Jams. We have some really cool stuff coming up March 5th. We have our next event. It's the jams part of the Jokes and Jams. I'll tell y'all the lineup next podcast. I don't want to do a spoiler alert because we're going to do a launch. We're going to do a rollout. Y'all already know, man. When we gets busy, we gets busy. So it's gonna be dope. So thank you, my brother, for being a part of that. Also,
Absolutely.
Also, before we go to JC's Quality Construction, I do have to say JC's Quality Constructions is coming to do some stuff in my house on Saturday. Real shit. That's what people don't understand. Like we're not just shouting people out that just for a check. Like it's not that. Like this is the homie.
right.
Jason from JC's Quality Construction actually helps us do stuff, and he helps us get really, really drunk too. Which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about a lot of this stuff. But
I don't mess with that one.
you don't like that one? Okay, we'll switch it up.
Sorry, let's get back to that.
That's because you be cripping.
And one more
Don't fuck
time,
with that red.
one more time, shout out to Lloyd Cheatham Jr., Cheat Designs. Y'all go check him out. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Y'all go check him out. It's one of a kind, custom. Everything that he does is fucking custom. Go check it out. It's all one of ones. Yeah.
Art and apparel. Boom.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
Wearable art.
But give out the number for JC's Quality Construction.
I don't have it right now. I'll post a drop.
Okay.
The 2x4 to the key to the front door.
You got it.
I got it in.
Junebug still around or?
I don't know, man. I've been trying to limit my cannabis consumption, so me and Junebug don't talk as much as we used to.
Oh, because I was trying to look. I used to go to Junebug streams to get the free streams for the battles and shit.
Bro, I
don't know.
What, real talk. They opened up another dispensary around this mug. Junebug ain't gonna have no business. That's what's going on. We got about 9, 10. I mean, every time I look up something new, I was like, this used to be a Rite Aid. This used to be a CVS.
But I will say this. And this is, they are not paying me to say this. I'm just gonna say it because I support local. Shout out to the Glass Jar because they are the only locally owned and operated dispensary here in Monroe. So shout out to Glass Jar, and they also own Giuseppe's Pizza, which is one of my favorite pizza joints. Is Giuseppe's Pizza. So if y'all in the area, go check out Glass Jar. Do we got any other shout outs, man? Because we got to. I'm waiting to hear this thing from Rome, and we got to get out of here. But Mikey, let's hear it, man. Who you got a long list of shout outs, and I want you to get through them.
Oh, man. I guess I don't have I can't even give a long list of Monroe shout outs because honestly, just as a city, everybody's shown me so much love. It's crazy. So, I mean, obviously, everybody that supported me, thank you so much. I don't say it just to be polite. It genuinely changed my family's life. Thank you for that.
He gonna drop a tear on the pod.
You know, always got to shout out Uncle Trick Trick. Dude's put me in an incredible place, and I can't thank him enough.
Alam.
Yeah, just shout out to my beautiful wife. Her birthday is Friday. I'm not gonna say rage because you don't do that. I don't know when this drops.
Today.
Well, not today, but when it drops, it's gonna be today. Which is
Happy
Friday.
birthday,
If you
April.
see her,
Happy
tell her
birthday,
happy
April.
birthday. Buy her a drink. 8 Mile Vodka only, and my son Riot. That's it.
That's it. That's what's up.
Yeah, the guy.
Got to plug the fam because it's family movie night and I'm late, so
Intro.
you know.
Well, let's wrap it up.
I
Blame
gotta
it
get
on
the
Big
hell out of
Mike.
here.
Blame it on Big Mike.
Yeah.
Yo, so I am TJ the Mayor. Anybody else want to go next?
It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
I am your boy. All right.
8 Mile Mikey, aka Mikey Shu.
This is
In the
Beyond the
building.
Tracks podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. We out. Peace.
Peace.
Holla.